37.
35.
It's like a New Year's countdown.
30.
We got. All right, we good?
28.
Yeah, it's actually starting.
26. 25.
Okay, so we're checking all the delays. We're actually on right now.
16.
Hey,
15,
we're here.
30.
Well,
12,
I mean, okay, so
9.
8. 7.
so we're actually started.
4.
1, 0.
2.
Go.
1.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh,
Well,
that's weird.
Oh, you even got a
me out
to
already.
block and everything.
3, 1, 2, 0.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna pull this up. We didn't even introduce ourselves, did we?
I can pause that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, we can introduce ourselves now. We've been doing this for so long.
All right.
Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? This is Ryuseishun here, and this is gonna be a podcast. And this time, I'm holding this edition of Weebs at the Round Table podcast. This is gonna be episode 15. If you've subscribed to my channel, you know who I am. I just kind of make tales, although as much as I am, like when I'm not, mentally exasperated or something. And I'm here with Memory.
Hello. What's going on, everyone?
I'm here with Quiet Crew Reloaded.
Yo, what's going on?
I'm here with Oliver. Smiley. Whatever you
Smiley
call it.
reacts.
All right.
Hey guys.
And I'm here with Mad Lad. He's at the top. Right
Hello.
here.
Hello, everyone.
And we're gonna talk anime. Basically, we're gonna do winter review. We're gonna review the winter.
We're going to review winter 2020, and we're going to talk about spring 2020. What are we looking forward to with spring 2020?
Yeah. Basically, that's gonna be the case. And I don't know what. And hold on, I do have to see if the chat stream, because Oliver, you're oh shit.
Oh,
did I
I'm
do
frozen,
something?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Did that just happen? Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We're back here. We're back. 'Cause I had to check the other channel for a sec. So how do you feel? So how did you feel about from the previous season or the spring, and the spring coming up?
Okay, so what?
Got the Persona 5 in the back. That's very nice.
All right, who wants to go first?
What was the question?
So how do you?
So
how do you
are we
feel
doing
about,
our final thoughts pretty much on the winter stuff? Because I know
Yeah.
in the last one we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
it was like mid-season impressions.
Yeah, we
or
could talk
whatever.
about our favorites or something.
Yeah.
Favorites when you only watch 2
Favorites.
shows.
Yeah, why
basically.
not?
why
Basically.
not? I guess why not?
So I have this up. I'm pulling up on AniChart right now. We kind of want to just go through how we personally feel from top to bottom. At least we'll try to make it quick here. And oh hey, what's up, Nick? Nick, I like Nick. He frequents a lot of my streams, and he's a good.
Yeah,
he's a
mine
good guy to
too.
talk
Yeah,
to.
same. Well, not my streams.
He's
but he does
he's
drop on my
welcome
videos.
to all of our streams and videos.
Yes,
by the way,
exactly.
he's really nice guy. All right, so I see. I don't think Oliver's really caught up with this show, anyways. And frankly, I need to catch up with the last couple 4 episodes here. Haikyuu to the top. How do you personally feel about this right now? To anyone who's still following it,
It's
Haikyuu?
gay. I'm just kidding.
It's just the Haikyuu greatness, man.
It's
you
Haikyuu,
know?
it's Haikyuu hype, man.
Yeah.
you know what I hate about. You know what I hate regarding some people's complaining oh, this is going too slow and all.
They don't
What's
like
up with
character development.
Oh yeah.
Most of the season, because that's what most of the season has been. It's been
Yeah,
developing the
it's-
characters.
Yeah, I was just saying.
It's been developing the
individual character
characters
development,
for the
sure.
biggest tournament in the series to this point. So I can't be mad about that or by any means. I don't expect the series to be matches all the time.
I mean, it allows Hinata to grow as a person. That's the message for this season too. See how
Yeah.
he
he's seeing
improves as a player.
he's seeing like the sport in like
Yeah.
a whole different way now, and it's just like kind of fascinating to see because he's not even where he can be at yet, which is just crazy to even think about because he's already so amazing. But it's like now he's starting to try and get it down, like how the game actually should be played, or how how he's seeing it played from other people's
He needs to basically
perspective.
He needs to basically
And also Kageyama too. They're doing like some development with him too. Like
Which
that
is
was
like the setting skills and learn from the others.
I can't say anything because I have not seen any of the Haikyuu. So.
Oh my god, you're
Me
missing out,
neither.
man.
you're kind of missing out.
We're getting into the biggest tournament now.
The national tournament.
Yeah, it's
And
it's-
here's the thing, Memory. I the only reason why I held back is because it's just right before the tournament. I want to try to react to it all in one go because it's gonna be really get me anxious when I have to wait for the next episode because I feel like it's better to binge it that way with the with the tournament going on and all.
I mean, obviously for sports related stuff, binging it is actually the best part since you want to see what happens next.
Yeah, that was like what I did when I first like watched Haikyuu in general. That's what I did. Like I just binged, and I did like the same thing with like Ace of Diamond, Chiafuru. Like sports anime are like sports anime are way easier. Yeah, they're easier to binge for sure.
If you wait like a week for another episode, it's just gonna hurt you mentally because you want to see what happens next.
Yeah.
Or it forces you to read the manga.
Yeah. Nick says Nick basically said what Barry said. Like people got bored from the character developments. They wanted like match after match nonstop. It's like Battle Showing where they want battle after battle and all. They don't want the
That's season 2 and 3.
That's like the people complaining about My Hero Academia too. Like with the school festival stuff, people are complaining like it's boring. Like,
bro, I swear,
you forget these kids are in high school.
Yeah, they're in high school.
Yeah,
bro, I swear.
The thing is, the thing is like the My Hero Academia. While I do think season 4 is kind of a drag and still has its problems. I don't think it's because of something like an uneventful festival arc, because something did happen in the festival arc. I mean, if you've seen, if you're up to date, Gentle what I liked and what I did like the moments that this season had, they introduced Gentle and he gave a reason as to why this world, this society run by heroes is having a fault. It's kind of like, this is why I wanted more from this show, like the faults of some of the society that they live in, because it looks all good, like with the heroes and all that, and with getting heroes of classes, like educating them and all. But there's something about there's some bad points about, like some flaws on it, like the flaws of it, and Gentle pretty much personified one of them, because he could have been a hero by all means. And it just did not work out for him. And
I swear, it's like every week I see people complaining about the My Hero anime.
It is a very.
Did you see the trend? Did you see that trending with the whole thing? Just like they screwed up.
With Hawk.
What?
The one with Hawk. Yeah.
It's like manga readers complain about these like minute differences. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Dude, it's
just
not
watch the
one
anime.
part. Yeah.
I will get to My Hero Academia one day. Maybe a Patreon will ask me to do it.
Yeah,
that will make things easier.
It's not, at least it's not an entirely huge commitment though. Smiley. I think you'd be able to catch up when.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to catch up very quickly. But I say that like, for example,
I'm here.
Sorry. All right. Like, for example, for me, I watched Overlord. I'm thinking, I'll get to season 2 soon. No,
because you got caught up with the other seasonal stuff. I can understand that.
Yeah, I can't do Isekai Quartet without the other shows. So
yeah.
All right.
Oh, is that what we moved on to? Isekai Quartet?
No. We
yeah. Sorry, I just went on a side topic. Don't worry about it.
Okay, what's next on the list?
I see it's Inspector Kyoko Suru, whatever you call it.
I haven't finished it yet. I still need to watch like
pretty good.
I need to watch like the last 3 or 4 episodes.
I'm gonna go on a. I'm
So
gonna
we're just
go.
gonna skip over Darwin's game, are we?
Yes,
I'm
we
gonna.
are.
No.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
I see we skipped. I see how it is, right? We have officially skipped over reviewers. I see how it is.
No. Reviewers
just-
is over. Reviewers is down here. We can talk about it a little later.
We're
What are you
saving the
talking
best for
about?
last.
On my list, it's on here. It's this at the top.
Oh, well,
Which list are we talking about here?
so I don't know.
Any list.
I don't know.
I think
I just pulled this up from where I'm at. I'm guessing.
From any list. Oh, okay, I see. Not a
Yeah.
problem. All right, not a problem.
I'm using
Sorry, guys.
Miami list. I'm using Miami.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at my anime list, so it's a different.
Any
It's
list
fine.
is superior.
I think Ryu,
I would disagree on that.
I think Ryu
Alright.
just wants to make sure that like Ishizoku review is like near the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well.
where
That's
where
the
it
thing.
belongs.
All right,
apparently.
so I want to talk about why, like, people like it reflects on the mouse score, and I'm gonna just say this: Inspector is one of those series where it's really hard to find a big enough niche or like a sizable audience because of the way it's structured. It's not really, it's not particularly fast
I'll be right
paced.
back.
It's not particularly fast paced. It's really
It's very
deliberate with the
slow,
dialogues and all.
Yeah.
And one arc lasts almost the entire season.
Yeah,
And the thing,
Yeah.
and the thing is, I don't find it much of a problem because like it's just that sort of format does not really cater to a lot of the current mainstream streamers at this point, or even one of the elitists, if you may call them. But I this is genuinely actually became one of my favorites because I liked how they deliberately go through and solve the mystery of the case within the arc, the steel lady Nase arc. Like if it feels redundant, I don't think it really is, because you really have to think it out, because I like mystery, but I get tired of those cases where they're just like, oh, we found the solution, and it's the solution right then and there, like first time solution, and it's a go, and everyone agrees with it, one and done, bam, just 1 or 2 episodes there. I'm tired. There's nothing objectively wrong with that. It's just that I'm tired of those. I like those where it takes you a long time. Like, I don't care if it takes an entire season.
Like
for
you're
it.
doing like trial and error, kind of like cause and effect type of like,
basically
Yeah.
that's how it is.
yeah, like
And I can get why people made, and there, of course there's a lot of dialogue, but and understandably it's not like the dialogue we see from Monogatari or Oregairu, but
No, it's not.
it's still really engaging to me. So that it just really appeals to me. But to be fair, I do like my taste can have weird stuff like this, so I'm all right with that. And
You like the
frank-
taste, not criticizing you.
Yeah. it'd be like that. But yeah, it's just, I feel like it's a really good show, and frankly, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much my anime of the season, barring sequels and all. It's that good. I don't know how to feel about the other shows that a lot of people say are anime of the year, but we'll get to that later on. What do you think,
I mean,
Memory?
what was that?
What do you think about the Inspector Memory?
Well, I'm not done with it yet. I still need to finish the last, I think, 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nick.
from what
Yeah,
I-
Nick.
Yeah, so
It's that. Yeah,
I'm kind of in
it's,
the middle. I'm kind of in the middle of the steel beam stuff.
yeah.
So-
It takes up almost the entire season, but it's worth it because I've actually. So I've actually looked at the manga for this, and the chapters are so long, and you know how long that arc took? It took 12 long chapters. That arc. Right.
Damn.
That's a long arc.
Yeah. So I have
Yeah.
not. So anyone complaining about the pacing, that's how they paced it in the manga, right? And I don't like, and I don't usually want to. Oh, sorry. Want to, hark about fidelity to the source material as sort of a judgment on it. But if that's how it's paced in the manga, I don't see any problem how it's paced right here. Now I don't know the chronologically of, you know, when they were talking with a huge snake god. By the way she was conversating with Snake God, it makes me feel like, oh, like usually a snake god would be pretty terrifying, but after how they showed it, it's just like, damn, I feel like I want to chill and have beer with a god like that.
She's a cool being.
Yeah, Kodoko is like was pretty much the star of that show, this show, honestly.
To be honest, after episode 4, I just decided to watch it my own time. It's just so. This is the dialogue scenes.
Okay, Nick says Detective Conan had a case that took like.
Kawaii, how do you like manage to maintain your reaction for Kyoko Shuri though? Like, there's literally nothing to react on.
I mean, you can kind of like. I just chose to like react to the whole thing. I mean, like, I still have to like react to like what, you know, how Kodako fights Rika.
It was like literally fiction versus fiction, man. It was actually pretty engaging, and
Kodako destroyed Steel and Nase through facts and logic.
Honestly, I should probably check out Inspector at some point myself.
I mean, I did like Inspector, but I admittedly, that's one of my biggest criticisms about the show. It's like, the Steel and Nase arc did kind of drag for a bit too long. But at the same time, people are saying that the arc is pretty much essential to the story, which I can kind of get behind, because in that arc, you also do kind of get an explanation to like Kuro's like, okay, is this a spoiler? Like, I'm pretty sure memory went past that point, right?
I'm on episode 9.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
I've got Kuro's backstory. Unless there's more to it.
I actually like how they kind of dropped the backstory from him as well. They do. Both of them do have a backstory dropped early on. It's not as explored. Like, I know they'll get to it more as the manga does proceed. So it's
I feel like
really
that's one of the reasons why this arc is kind of essential. Like, you get Kuro's backstory, the explanation behind his powers, and you also set up Rika as kind of like the antagonist, at least for the arc.
So you guys expect them to announce a second season?
I hope it gets.
I do hope it does, but even if it doesn't, at least it gets me really interested in the manga, because I have checked it out, and so far it looks pretty cool. Like, the action scene looks actually better in the manga, but nothing against the animation there. It's certainly not something like Bones or Ufotable. It would look good in Ufotable. I'm not gonna lie to that. It would look so good.
Anything will look good with Ufotable.
Anything.
No.
Well,
correction. It won't look good. It will look great if you Ufotable.
It will look amazing. Excuse me. It will look like you could just like reach into the screen and be part of the world.
Inspector reminds me of like to me it's like if Noragami went like full mystery series.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like to me.
I
like,
can kind of see that.
Honestly,
I can see that too, because I've watched both seasons of Noragami, and I can see where you're going with that.
Noragami was great.
And I will admit there is a bit of a biasness, because I do like the Japanese supernatural sort of setups most of the time. And so that's a big appeal to me.
So like Monogatari.
Yeah, sort of like that as well. Okay, so Nick says it's kind of like Detective Conan, who had a case like 50 episodes long to get solved. Holy crap.
Yeah, I know, right? Detective Conan.
Good lord.
50 episodes. That's literally that's literally a year's worth of case of solving one darn case.
Doesn't Detective Conan have like over like 1,000 episodes or something?
No, not 900 so far.
900.
It's gonna reach 1,000. It's gonna reach 1,000. I guarantee.
It's definitely gonna reach 1,000.
It's never gonna die.
It's not. It's like One Piece.
Neither is like Pokemon. So
Pokemon is their separate generation, so I can't.
Yeah,
really
at least there's like different like series to it.
Yeah.
Like,
also, memory has frozen.
Memory has kind of frozen.
Oh yeah, he's frozen for me too.
Oh, oof. All right, yeah, memory. You kind of gotta maybe go in and out of the.
Stop.
And you're cutting out now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh,
Four
he's dead.
core. Okay, so
You're back now.
okay.
Actually, stop working.
Mouse says, Mouse 4 cores including 2 recaps. Why recaps? God damn it! On top of like 48 episodes, and then you got recaps. Holy shit!
Freaking recaps.
What's amazing is that I'm going to be doing Detective Conan in like a year or two.
Or never.
I'm not reacting to it. I made a deal with a friend online.
No, you lost a bet. You lost a bet.
Because he's watched Detective Conan, and I've watched Lupin the Third. So we're going to swap.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I will start Detective Conan, and he'll start Lupin the Third.
But that is pretty cool. But yeah, this series is just really underrated in my opinion. And while I can get why people, I can get why people and at least mainstream will not like this series, but it's because of the kind of stuff it carries and the kind of tone or theme it has. But to me, it's like a gem in this one. But I mean, that is just me. I mean, I can get why people why, but I feel like it just really depends on what you want. Because this is one of these shows that I really, really want. That I was just looking around, waiting for one. And I got this. And I got this. And I was just like, ooh, I'm gonna like this one. That's how I felt about Inspector. And yeah, I know Railgun Haikyuu is pretty cool and all, but Inspector was just something I always looked forward to reacting to each time. But yeah, so we did say we're gonna skip Darwin's game, right?
We might as well.
The only thing I want to say about Darwin's game is like the anti-trends thing. It's like kind of a big an anime community. Like it's not like the Crunchyroll Awards or anything like that, but it's like a weekly chart they have for the characters and then for the series. Darwin's game ended up at number 3. I'm just and then the MC, I don't even Kaname or whatever his freaking name is.
Kaname.
Like he was like in the top 3 for male characters. I'm like, this guy is one of the most boring and bland MCs like ever.
Is he worse than Shinji?
Doesn't Darwin's game rank above
Is he of memory? Is he worse than Shinji Ikari?
Shinji from
Evergarden.
He's frozen.
He's frozen again.
Is he
frozen again?
Okay, you're getting there. You're getting there.
Yeah.
Why does it keep doing this, man?
I don't know. And you're getting more robotic. You're getting more robotic as you go along too.
It has to be. I don't know if it's my computer or my internet or what, but this happens a lot with Discord. I don't know.
So is the MC worse than Shinji though? I would think he is, even though as much I don't like.
Just remember that Shinji's a whiny little teenager, and you have to expect that.
Okay, well.
He's not much like Shinji, but
I only watched
he matures a lot though.
Is he like a middle-aged guy or something?
He's
in high school.
He's a high schooler.
Oh.
I only watched the first episode, but from what I've gathered from him, he seems very bland.
I honestly, most of the characters are pretty bland.
I like Shuka though. I like Shuka.
Yeah, Shuka's not that bad.
Shuka
she's definitely better. She's better than Kaname.
All right. If we're going to talk about Evangelion, I have to say it. Watch the rebuilds instead, because those are a lot better than the TV show.
Darwin's game is ranked above Inspector, Eizouken, Hanako-kun.
Who did this?
Let that sink in.
And people complain about the Crunchyroll Awards. Then you have this. So nobody can complain about the Crunchyroll Awards.
The thing
that fucked this up.
Yeah, well, the thing with the anti-trends thing, week by week, is there's no judges or anything. It just strictly goes off of people voting. So
democratic is democratic.
It could be someone being a maniac. It could be someone being a maniac.
Everyone is wrong.
And you know what really ticks me off? People are going to be looking at the popularity and think Darwin's game is a perfect example of the anime medium. That's what makes me mad. That's what makes me really mad. That's what makes me really mad about this.
There's not I would say Shuka is the only like somewhat memorable character from the series.
Exactly.
Everyone else, I'm just like, I feel like next season I'm not gonna remember anybody besides her from the show or like anything from the series just in general. Like
I know, right?
I mean the main villain from Darwin's game, like the way they like fought him in the end, like they built him up to be like this sick, like psychotic villain, and then they just literally defeated him like that.
Wait,
like, there wasn't any struggle. There wasn't any like.
It was too easy.
It was just like what you guys. They built up this villain, and then like this. It was just so easy. Like it was like.
It just takes Konami to snap and then. Done.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Is it so? They just basically went with the most generic villain final battle sort of thing.
The only thing I know about Darwin's game is just the little clips I've seen of him versing the panda mascot.
Oh yeah, that's like in the first episode. Yeah,
that's the first episode. Yeah. So,
yeah. I don't even know. Like, honestly, I don't even know how I like continued watching this. Honestly,
I got it. I don't
know how I finished it.
I've got the perfect question now. How? Because it seems to be like based on the same idea anyway. How does Darwin's game rate to King's game?
Oh,
King's game is worse.
King's game is worse. Darwin's game at least there's some.
Darwin's game at least has has characters you don't hate.
Yeah.
I can't believe I watched like the first 5 episodes of King's Game.
Yeah,
I watched the whole thing just to see what the fuck how it ends out, and it's stupid. And it's stupid.
It's probably not worth it. That's why I'm not.
And you know what's thing? They actually.
I'm saying this right now. I just want to quickly say this for those watching who watch later on. If you ever Patreon me to do either Darwin's game or King's game, the answer is no. No, I'm not doing either of those. Okay.
And Nick says, Mouse says, Deus Ex Villainy. Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, that's how it rolls. Generic ass villain, generic ass final battle, blah blah blah.
By the way, Ryu, I still like your nickname for the series, Darwin's Dumpster.
Darwin's Dumpster.
That's great.
Darwin's Dumpster. Yeah, that works.
That should have been the title. That should have been the official title. It is that bad. All right, so next one.
Eizouken.
No. Well, we actually have Somali in the Forest Spirit. This was a really nice looking show.
I loved Somali. Well, I'm not. I think I need to watch I need to watch the finale. But
I'm falling behind.
I love Somali, man. I don't know. It's just like
I've heard so many good things about it.
Oh my god!
Honestly, like the thing that really stands out, like
sorry, Memory, I've lost you again.
Oh boy! But while Memory fixes his, go ahead. Someone else, go ahead. Like who has watched Somali?
I also watched Somali. I just find it okay, to be honest.
It's okay. Okay. He's not for that. He's not for that little lighthearted. Well, it wasn't always that lighthearted. It had some really what the fuck moments.
Well, that's like near the end only. I just enjoy that part.
Yeah, try not to spoil Memory here. The ending could have been better. It could have had more of an emotional impact.
Yeah.
But I felt like it's all right for what it is. It's a straight just 7 to 8 out of 10 for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how solid it is.
I just give it a 7 to be honest. Bang average.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much.
Am I back? You guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What I was going to say was that Somali, like to me, like the biggest thing that stands out is like. It honestly like has some of like the best backgrounds like I've ever seen like in an anime. Honestly, like I'm really into that kind of thing with it. But yeah, I kind of agree with what Ryu said. It's kind of like in the 7 or 8 range, like out of 10.
Just bang average.
Average. I like. There's a certain thing like I love like I think they do like it kind of reminds me like the Ancient Magus Bride in a way like.
I've yet to see that.
Which the Ancient Magus Bride isn't really like a father-daughter thing, obviously, but it's like
yeah, obviously because it's
they're more like they try to push it as them being like lovers or whatever, but but like with Somali, it's like obviously like a human girl and then something like a golem or some kind of like like a fantasy sort of thing. So I think they do that pretty well. Just I think I know it's nothing like we haven't saw before, like an anime, like kind of like a different type of being trying to understand kind of like human emotions and that kind of stuff. But yeah, Somali has good moments in my opinion. It's not like the greatest thing ever, but I do love the like the kind of the father-daughter sort of like relationship, like bonding thing that the series has, and kind of where it starts and then how it grows, because the golem he starts to understand more so like what human emotions are like and how they feel and all that. So
some out of Violet Evergarden for sure. And man, what I really liked was the father-daughter sort of relationship they had going. And yeah, the background's really beautiful. I don't know why some people say they looked ugly, but I think it's more of the style
they look. Yeah, I first
really good.
Yeah, the backgrounds are like so amazing, and I like how there's like different types of environments and like the different cities they visited. Like they look like pretty different and unique in their own ways. Like I would just be like kind of in awe, like sometimes like when they'd get to a new city and I would just see it and I'm just like, wow, this place like actually looks freaking amazing. Like just the way they visually like represented it was like one of my favorite things about the show, honestly.
I gotta admit that it's really beautiful. I give them credit for that.
While it is mostly lighthearted, but at the same time you gotta think, the golem is running out of time and they do run into a lot of trouble along the way, like because this is sort of a post-apocalyptic world where humans are basically hunted to extinction basically, and that's kind of like scary to be honest, because that's sort of like
especially for a kid, right? Like because a kid doesn't like Somali doesn't know like the whole history like of the like
battles,
what happened with the humans in the so it is kind of it's kind of an interesting thing to like explore, like humans being targeted and
instead of the other way around. It's kind of a nice perspective, or a different perspective. So, any other thoughts about this one before we move on?
No, just move on, to be honest.
All right.
There's nothing I can talk about anyway.
I've only seen the first like 2 episodes but based on what I've seen of it seems like a really nice, cute, feel-good show. At least from the beginning, it seems like it.
Yeah,
it pulls at the heartstrings a little bit.
It does. A
little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there were a lot of cute moments, I think.
Yeah.
It just depends on whether or not that's your thing. But we can get moving on. Everyone's talking about this this show by Science Saru, and Yusa's allegedly love letter to
Eizouken.
Yeah.
Eizouken.
I don't have particularly high I think big things to say about this, but so you guys go on ahead.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say anything for Eizouken.
Eizouken, the first 3 episodes, really good. This shows passion at work. Really is really good. Does it remind you of Ed and Eddie in some ways?
Yeah, sort of.
More is basically a tall Eddie.
An actual smart Ed, no. Or a smart Ed. A really smart Ed, but whatever.
Yeah, I really love the chemistry between the 3 girls. But like you said earlier, before the podcast, you just get into a cycle of doing this new anime and that. I just kind of got bored of it.
Okay, so I know Memory wants to say something.
Yeah, I didn't really get bored of it. Honestly, like I feel like anyone could enjoy Eizouken, but I feel like it's really targeted to people who like are really interested and love just how anime is made in general, just like everything that kind of goes into it. And I don't mean just watching. I don't mean just like watching anime in general. Like saying like actually like how it's made like traditionally.
How the pattern.
Idea, and that's something
into the anime.
Yeah, and that's something that like me lately I've been trying to get into a lot more is like how anime is actually made and kind of the stuff that goes into it. So this show kind of came at like a perfect time because I've been wanting to learn more. So that's kind of obviously this show couldn't go into all of it, but it did go into like a good amount. I feel like that was definitely like eye-opening to me, and I feel like it definitely comes at a good time as well, because something that's been coming out a lot lately, you guys have probably noticed it, how like animators are coming out saying they haven't been paid for this or paid for that, things like that. So I think that's kind of what this show is. It just speaks right to the heart of like anime fans and like the creators and all of that. Like they make references to older shows in the series, and I think it's a lot of fun. I think the trio. I think I'm probably freezing again because I see it lagging on my end.
You're good.
You're fine.
You're good. Okay. Because Discord's lagging on my end.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Are we lagging?
No, you're not. This is weird. But yeah, like the trio, spices it up a bit because they all have like their different personalities, and then they all come together, and they're just it's kind of like, it does remind me of Ed, and Eddie a little bit, just kind of like their interactions and like their dynamic and stuff.
I can see this being on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but Eizouken was really good for me. It was probably like my favorite of the season, excluding sequels, honestly.
I think one of the best things about the show is that it really does have its own charm to it. Yeah. Like the characters, the three characters, they're not drawn in like conventional like they're not drawn like conventional anime characters. Like Kanamori is basically a walking stick. Asakusa is basically a dwarf. And then you'd see like and then the charm is like in the animation and style as well, because you see like Asakusa's like wild imagination or passion just being animated. Like in the first episode, you literally see them like piloting some sort of bug like flying aircraft.
And I mean that's kind of a staple with Science Saru, like this, and also the director. Same director as like Devilman, Crybaby.
I think the director is
Ping Pong the animation. I mean,
my God.
if you look at those shows, they all stand out compared to everything else. So Eizouken was kind of the same way. Like I feel like Eizouken definitely stands out. Like when you look at it compared to everything else. So,
and it kind of reminds me of Dr. Stone in a way. Like
Toonami.
The story is just like built around like the character's passion for a certain subject.
Yeah, I can I can see that. So as I said, I've seen Eizouken, so I don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna say things from a different perspective.
Of course you are. Go ahead.
But it's not like I hated the show.
We deal with controversy.
Go for it.
I didn't like how some of the cycles, like, they went into a problem. They go through it. It's easy solve. They do it, rinse repeat, and then rinse repeat. Now the chemistry of the characters, they're fine. They're just fine. The animation, it speaks for itself.
Well, you think making anime is smooth sailing?
No. No, but
of course they encounter problems.
But I feel like they went through this too easily. Like I've already seen Shirobako, where a lot of stuff is pretty fucking difficult. Yeah, I don't know how to really compare. I don't really like. There was already high standards for me when I then go to this show, and all.
Well, I haven't watched Shirobako, so I can't comment on it. But did the characters already have like these skills like at the beginning of the series, or did they have to develop the skills
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Because I feel like with Eizouken, what they established already, like from the beginning, is that the characters already had like their talent. You know, like
they sound.
So if Shirobako, they start off as complete newbies and they don't know what they're doing, and then they kind of progress like into that, then I feel like that's kind of different.
Well, at the episode 1, they kind of started off with a club, like Eizouken, but then they progressed to the industry.
Yeah, it's more of the in Shirobako, it's more of them getting used to the real deal business, the reality of troubles of making anime, yeah, it's its own thing, but producing anime and the business that goes about with it, that's another game.
The other thing, I think that's a good point. That's something I wanted to bring up with Eizouken. Aren't they making like trying to make a manga or something like that rather than make an anime?
It feels like they're doing a one-shot sort of thing.
Because
they're doing a one-shot thing.
Because that's a totally different thing. Because
it's not like a full anime. It's just like they did like a short.
Because if they're making a manga, then that's different to making an anime. Really, so you have to think of it in that aspect.
They're like making a short OVA or something, like a really short OVA.
Yeah, they're making like a short production or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a full anime. It's not a full-on anime, but
I like the fact how the final episode. Oh yeah, you guys watched the final episode. They go and sell it in Comic Cat.
Yeah.
They sell like I've been to Comic Cat, by the way, and yeah, I saw like how many people I can see Eizouken like related to those in the Comic Cat a lot. Like the people work hard on the project.
I haven't been to Comic Cat, but I have seen Comic Cat in anime. So, like for example, like Steins Gate.
It's
feels
a
like
completely
they're
different.
making
It's an experience that you need to experience as a.
How they represented it in Eizouken, because I think I saw like Comic Cat, like in Steins Gate and like other shows and stuff. It just seems like a huge passion pit.
It's basically
it kind of is.
It's basically like a starting point for many who want to work in anime industry or working up the hentai industry and stuff like that. Yes, it's a hentai industry in Japan, but yeah, it basically allows them to like sell the product and see how they get on with it.
Like gain a following. Yeah,
gain follow. And Eizouken like something like this too. Like the last episode, like I said, oh my god, why didn't I react to it? Because like I can like talk about how they really go about to really think about how to like attract attention. Of course, they have to use the popularity to attract attention.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But
Here we go. Anonymous Mouse. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. Eizouken is then making a doujin anime short. While in how do you say it? Shirobako. They make a full professional TV series. So yeah, it's completely different.
Yeah,
it's completely different. It's more like selling to people.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to get at here is like you have to remember that they've got different skills. They're starting like some are starting up like straight away. Well, so yeah, you just have to remember like where they are at like professionally.
Yeah, like with the Eizouken club, like with them, it's like they're just trying to get their names out there, like they're trying to get their foot in the door.
Exactly,
kind of a thing, like so. And it kind of represents that to like, they kind of they showed like Future Boy Conan like in the series, like it kind of like brings you back. I'm kind of trying to, I guess, through other people's eyes, like maybe through other animators' eyes, it kind of, if they're watching it, say, it reminds them of when they first started,
Yeah.
Like, so I think it's kind of cool in that aspect that, they're representing like just the beginnings of, potentially something bigger, right? With the Eizouken, like where eventually they could be at. Now, obviously I hope we get another season, but we're gonna, I feel like there's so much more they could do with it, obviously. Because with the first season, they just obviously they had like a short thing, like a little short, like it's like through the series, like the length of their project got longer as they made more connections, they got more people on board, they incorporated more stuff into the
I will say this, it is like to be honest, it is like a prologue. I mean, it's kind of like how Vinland Saga and Spectre are kind of like prologues to their, and this one to their source material. Like, you know what to expect until later on in terms of what happens in the story in terms of source material. Provided like whether or not you want to see that in anime, depending on if they're going to get season 2 of any one of those. Like, I would like Inspector and Vinland Saga season 2, Eizouken probably, because I feel like there could have been more to it because. The conclusion was pretty open-ended to me.
Yeah.
But I don't.
It kind of goes back to like with Eizouken. Another big thing it was big on is like just the imagination, like of creators, or just of anyone in general. Like if you really put your mind to something, like the possibilities are like endless. That's what I like. So with Eizouken and with the trio, with the club, it's just like they're they could maybe, I don't know what happens in the manga obviously, but they could end up going out of high school and making their own studio or whatever, whatever it may be.
It's just for this season. It just doesn't resonate with me as well because I've seen a similar show. But to be fair, this is kind of like a coming of age, kind of not. So I could see this is just kind of like a setup for something a lot more serious. Maybe I don't know about how the manga goes with that though. So I have no knowledge on that.
I'm not sure how this compared to other show, but I think this kind of reminds you of Sanai Hero in some ways, in terms of putting your passion into making something.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, Sanai obviously Hero. they go with more like a romance thing with that. Yeah, but yeah, I kind of see it. I kind of see it in a way. Also, kind of like. New game. I mean,
new game.
See, there's these there's these other shows that have kind of went about it. I would say Shirobako, even though I haven't watched Shirobako. Shirobako is probably the closest to Eizouken. Just from what I've saw of it. But like New Game kind of has their own take on it in a way.
Yeah.
And so does How to Raise a Boy and Girlfriend Saikono. So like they all have like their own little twists. Yeah, they kind of go about it a different way. Like Saikono is more like with romance, obviously in a way. Yeah.
New Game.
Bakuma. Oh yeah.
New Game is about making a video game. So
yeah, New Game is like cute girls doing cute things, like like that kind of thing. So it's like, I think Shirobako has some of that too,
so maybe not as not as easy to compare, but Bakuman I've actually watched all 2-3 seasons. It's about these two guys' journey of making a manga series for Jump magazine.
I need to watch that.
I heard that series is really good. I heard
it's really good. Well,
it's pretty.
The manga.
It's alright.
The manga is really good. I don't know about the anime yet.
The anime is okay. I need to watch. I need to see the manga at some point because people were saying the manga's way better.
The manga is really good. I will say that.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I probably gotta just check that out because the anime it's fine. It just doesn't resonate with me as much as I would like it to because it is kind of stretched through 25 episode seasons, and it's just like, oh, okay, where are they gonna go with this? It just feels kind of. Sometimes it feels kind of stale at some point where I feel like the manga could have depicted certain moments a lot better. So I'm probably going to check that out sometime.
I just want to quickly say I agree with Nick. I think New Game does need either season 3 or
yeah, that's true.
Oh, heck yeah.
Of course.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it needs
need it.
But yeah, Eizouken is just something that did not, resonate with me as well as it could because I've watched similar shows that kind of do it better in my opinion. But it's not like it's a bad show. I mean, it's a start. Depending on whether you get season 2 and it improves upon the story and all. But yeah. All right. So next time.
Hold on. Wait, before we go on, who's the dork that gave this a dislike?
What?
Who's the dork that gave a dislike?
Oh,
a bot.
Somebody gave us
We got one dislike.
What the hell?
A bot.
Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick.
No,
Nick. Don't blame Nick.
No, Nick. No. Y'all leave Nick alone. He's always.
Which one of you has the alternate account?
No one. No, I assure you, they don't have it. I've already confirmed it several times already. But let's move on. Jibaku Shonen Hanako-kun.
Yeah, boy.
My show for the season.
Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Another one I have not seen.
This one is interesting. This one was it was enjoyable. It was quite enjoyable for what it is. Although I'm not even sure how to feel about like when the antagonist did come to light. Like that one kind of got a little grating, honestly. But it was still a really charming and cute show.
It's a very charming. I just say I really like Hanako, especially the voice actor for.
Yeah,
Megumi Okada. By the way, she also the voice actor also voices Shinji.
The voice actor of who?
For Hanako-kun also voices Shinji for the.
From Evangelion.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, he voiced. He voiced Yukito from Cardcaptor Sakura, one of my favorite Mahou shoujo series, and probably the best of all time. I'm just saying, Cardcaptor Sakura is probably one of the best Mahou shoujos of all time.
Hanako had a really great voice.
I agree with that.
Yeah, the voice actor.
Oh yeah, he did. He did voice CG Ikari. Okay.
His voice was so smooth, man.
I know, right?
I would have not I did not recognize that was the whiny boy Shinji voice in there. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, he also did Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho. That's pretty nice, honestly.
I just want to quickly say that Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card needs a sequel. We need a second season of that.
Are you sure? Are you sure? I mean, it's not bad. I still liked it. I still really like Clear Card, but I feel like it was an alternate continuation that wasn't really needed based on how the original one ended.
He also voices Yuki from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well,
no, there we go.
Yep.
We were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh before the stream, so
yeah.
Wow.
Well, actually, wait. Which one was this one? I'm trying to see if. No, well, this is the old one, the one that Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. And
no, I think this is the original one. Yeah, this is the original.
And the Duel Monsters one is the one from 2000s. No, that's a voice by someone else. So, but I've not watched the Season 0 one for obvious reasons, because it's just like, those are the ones that are pretty tough to watch. You guys just gotta get used to that old ass animation and all. Let's see. What other notable roles did they have? It's kind of nice to see, try to see what other roles these particular voice actors have.
Yeah, once you start looking at the what all the cast have done, you're there for hours. So going,
okay,
that and that.
Okay, one more thing.
That's cool. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but
do
you have any? Not really much else to say about it. I know Mad Lad already says it. Do you other guys have, or anyone else?
I think Shirobako Shonen's honestly one of my favorite shows this season.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
I would say that too. It's probably in my excluding sequels. It's probably in my top 3.
I feel like not a lot of people are watching it as well. I feel like it's also pretty underrated.
Yeah, it feels like.
It's very, very popular in Japan. I went to many.
I know the manga.
I can see the appeal with it. I can see the appeal with this one. I can really see the appeal with this one in Japan, honestly.
This was actually being voted to have an anime adaptation from last year's Anime Japan.
Yeah,
wasn't it number 1? Okay. Wasn't it number 1? Or?
Yeah, it was actually number 1.
Yeah.
And what do you know?
Crazy.
Dude, that means
better get a season 2.
I hope it does.
Wait, didn't they have a poll recently?
Yeah,
that was a new poll recently.
I'm looking forward to see.
What was number 1?
Can't communicate. What's the?
Oh, Komi-san.
Komi-san. That means we're gonna get Komi-san next year.
Get Komi-san, man.
Ogata's a woman. I know that mouse. She played Shinji.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, I knew that mouse.
The only problem I feel like, the only problem I had with Hanako, because I loved it for the most part, I wasn't a really big fan of, which I don't necessarily dislike it or hate it, but I don't like it either. It was the Hell of Mirrors episodes.
Oh, okay.
I was graded.
Hell of Mirrors?
Yeah,
that was
graded.
It
was I think it was episode 9 and 10 or 10 and 11.
10, 11.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, it was this.
Can you be more specific?
It was the stuff with Mitsuba, in the
mirror world.
Yashiro, yeah. It was all the mirrors and stuff. Yashiro was looking and she saw the Aoi girl, and she was telling her that all your your fears or whatever come out and whatnot.
I love that one.
And
it was yeah. So I feel that could have, because of the setup, because there was Ko, Hanako, Yashiro, they were all there in that world, and then it was Tsukasa, Mitsuba. I feel with everyone being there and kind of the setup, and obviously the Ko and Mitsuba stuff, and then obviously Tsukasa and Hanako. I know they done a lot of teasing in the first season, like with their past, and I know when we get another season, if we do, hopefully, they're gonna go more into that. But like for me, I feel like it kind of fell flat. I don't know if it was like people in my comment section were saying that they follow the manga, but it was more so like a direction choice that why it kind of felt off to me, maybe just the way it like flowed. I don't know. I feel like with the setup, there was like I was expecting it to be a lot better, and it I guess didn't really meet my expectations. But that's not to say that I hated it, because I didn't hate it. I just feel like I was just kind of in the middle on those 2 episodes. But besides that, I pretty much loved the entirety of the series. So
yeah, and
that's why I said it's in my top 3 of the season.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this because they think like just because of the title, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, it's like
hey, no lies. I got taken aback by the title at one point, and I was just I'm not.
I feel like a lot of people think it's just like a comedy with no substance. But there's actually a lot of substance going on.
Oh yeah, it's pretty deep.
I think it's the style they went with. I mean, it is by Studio Lurch, who did do Assassination's Classroom, and Danganronpa.
Lurch made a ton of great shows. Like I think a lot of the Lurch shows I've watched, it has all been really good.
I think it's the way they animate the designs.
Their designs, their designs like really stand out because they use like way darker like shading and all, like just the way the characters like pop. Like I still haven't watched Assassination Classroom season 2 yet, but like season 1, like the characters just like when you see them, they just pop. Like it's like really eye catching.
Very colorful.
Yeah. That's like kind of with Hanako too. Like, which I actually really I like that kind of style. I like that kind of visual choice.
Yeah, Hanako has a really cute art style. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I like this show.
This is just really when you think about it, this is really just the start of the story with Hanako, though, because like they introduced they introduced all the characters. Obviously, they introduced the main kind of like obviously like the antagonist or whatever.
Season 2,
we haven't even met all of the mysteries yet. So I mean, it's like so season 2 and onward, we're gonna get more of the Hanako backstory. We're gonna get Tsukasa and Hanako backstory. Like that stuff's all coming. They all kind of they're setting up for that in the first season in teasing.
I'm just hoping it's not like some sort of like marketing to get us to read them. That's the
get
us to read the manga.
But that's pretty much like. Here's the thing. It's like I've been told a lot of times. I mean, it is hard, even with a good show, to get a season 2 going. And what pisses me off is that the bad shows a lot of the bad shows are the ones getting a second season. You see, Tanzai getting season 4. And from what I was told, they doing this because of reputation. What are you talking about with reputation? You're just gonna ruin it even more and more. I don't even know, but they're not gonna stop until someone goes on strike or something. But I mean, it is.
Should have kept it with A1.
Yeah, A1 actually like. I'm not a fan of Nazuka Tanzai's script writing, but it still looked good from what A1 does. When Studio Dean did it, and maybe it's not Studio Dean, like there are
they outsourced a lot, so it wasn't. It wasn't. Probably some of it was Studio Dean, but most of it I don't think was because they outsourced like I heard almost everything.
Yeah, and season 3. even then, like it's still kind of on them for letting that happen, and it's just unwatchable for me. Like I just dropped on the first episode, and when I saw on Twitter that fight being so butchered.
What with Escanor and Meliodas? Is that?
No.
I thought.
Are you talking about?
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
I stopped
at like episode 7 or 8. Honestly, I don't even know. Like people are telling me go read the manga, but like I heard the manga goes downhill. It's just like
I finished the manga, by the way. I
don't even know like what to do. Like, should I just somehow power through season 3?
You should just give up.
Just give up. Hopefully, like maybe 10 or 15 years down the line, it gets a reboot, maybe or something.
It was nice while it lasted.
Never.
Like,
or just move on. But they announced a manga sequel too.
Wait, what?
At least since already.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
They already announced a manga sequel.
They announced the sequel for it. I know.
How long are we gonna drag this out? This is like Citrus. This is like Citrus Plus. Are you kidding me, man?
Sorry about that. I just kind of gagged the thought of trash. What were you saying?
Oh yeah, but yeah, Citrus, like, all right, well. Since I reacted to it, I actually checked out the Citrus manga, to my dismay.
What have you done?
What have I done? I don't know what I've done to myself. Checked it out, and that was terrible. The Citrus manga.
I bet it
was terrible. And you know what Citrus Plus is? It's not even a sequel. It's trying to fill in the gaps of what was missing from the other characters. And I'm like, you could have been putting it in there all that time, and now you want to make it what looks like a sequel, but what it really isn't. It's more like a side story of sorts. Are you kidding me, guys? Are you kidding me now? I didn't like how it ended either. I hated development. I hated how they just added some characters that didn't mean a thing. And I didn't like the ending.
I don't remember anything from Citrus, to be honest.
I remember,
if you thought the anime was worse. The anime was worse than the manga, though.
I just remember the Yuri parts.
It was so forgettable. I don't know.
The Yuri part was. It's sad when the Yuri part.
But that's the thing is that at that same time there was something even worse than Citrus. That's the thing. There's one that we've totally like blanked from our memory because it was just so bad.
It was a Netsuzo trap.
Yes, it was.
Oh, that was definitely worse. Yeah,
Alright.
It was so bad.
I mean,
it was one of those so bad it's good sort of shows.
I mean, at least
Trap.
Netsuzo Trap.
Hey, at least it was a short.
Yeah.
Short.
Yeah. True.
I feel like if it was longer, if it would have been even worse.
Citrus is like 20. Yeah, Citrus is like 20 minutes of pain. It's like
20 minutes of farce. That like I'm trying to figure out it.
I don't know how I reacted to all that.
I don't know how back then. I don't know how back then I actually liked it. I don't know how. It was me when I was just being open to reactions by itself.
I'm still surprised I watched it through like the end.
I actually enjoyed it though. I really enjoyed it.
It does have its moments.
Yeah, it has moments.
It does have its moments, but
you know what? Since we've been sidetracked, let's jump.
Yeah, let's move on. All right, Shield here, aka the many adventures of Naofumi and Mash's disowned child.
Another Shield hero.
Another one.
Wait, who reacted to them? Well, not only I reacted.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did. But it was on.
I'm going to react to it. I will react.
Yeah, to it. Nick, you told me about the King's Game getting a season 2 announcement, but they have not moved forward with that. Let's not talk about that, please. Let's not talk about that. We don't want it to.
We moved on for a reason. Okay.
Yeah, since
we're talking about BOFURI, what makes this so different from other isekai?
It's sort of like it's really.
Let me know. Why is it different?
Wow.
How is it different?
How can I sell this to you guys?
Yeah, sell this.
Explain.
Well,
you can't say it's because it got a second season.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
No, there's a second season. Just like it. I think the reason why is when people actually watch the show is just how hilarious and how generic it can be. And of course, Maple, I have to say, I really like her character. I do
too. Yeah, I like Maple.
I really like Maple. Yeah. She's not like one of those like trying to be very serious. She just trying to have fun, but then she is like one of those overpowered main characters, and then in the end she just became so absurdly overpowered that makes us just like, oh, we don't know what to do with her anymore. It
just has like a, I don't know, it has like a good vibe, like a good feeling to the series. Like like some of these other shows like Death March of the Parallel World Rhapsody and like shows like that, like the one similar, you guys know like what I'm talking about. But, like a lot of them are just like
other Shield one.
Yeah, like a lot of them are just like, I don't know, they just have no flavor. They're just bland. But like BOFURI, I don't know. It just has like,
I just like
like Madeline was saying, like Maple, like she's not like taking shit really seriously. Like she's just trying to have fun. Yeah, she's just having a blast with her, like, you know, with the friends she's met in real life or in the game, right? She's just having fun with her friends, like in the game. Like I don't know, it's just fun.
I mean, the tournament arc did make it look serious, but it's just like another one of those tournament arcs and stuff like that. But,
she could be friends. She could be friends with Rimuru, because Rimuru's like world, when it's not being ravaged by other races, it is pretty, you know, like lighthearted and fun.
Yeah.
So I can see that.
I can see that happening. I can read.
Oh,
I think I saw like a crossover thing with
Naofumi and
Naofumi and Maple.
I don't know what that's all about yet. I don't know what that's all about yet. I don't know if it's
might have just been like a special promotion, maybe for like this series or something.
Yeah, it probably is.
It could be a thing for Isekai Quartet 3.
Maybe.
But Comic Heroes already announced for it, so yeah. By the way, BOFURI, I just say is like one of the most popular series in Japan, and when I say that,
it does appeal to that. It does kind of appeal to that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I went in there. The ramen cost so. It tastes like the ramen didn't taste good at all, but it gave me a souvenir, so I.
But yeah, it does have some like, you know, like Sally, Maple. It has like some distinct kind of characters that stand out.
And
it really sold me though, because they gave Maple all them armaments and shit, all those attachments. That was like what sold me, because I love shit like that.
Okay. So
when you just see this little girl who's been wielding a big ass shield the whole series just turn into a giant robot.
I know.
Literally,
this is fucking awesome.
Something out of why
she's just like blasting them like it's like hellfire. I'm like, what the heck just happened? I was mind blown when I first saw that. I was like, this show just didn't do that, and they did. I was like,
they just
this
did.
Is great.
Apparently, most of the people that comment in the comment on my reactions are those who came from SAO reactions. So. Yeah, that's pretty much what to get me to continue.
Oh, great. Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people that in my comments are mostly those came from Sword Art Online reactions. So.
Well, I haven't seen Sword Art Online, so I can't say anything.
Well, okay, so when I first reacted to it, I was not really sure how to register it, because it was so silly. And then it just kind of established itself. It's just like, this is just basically her just hanging out with other friends, you know, having fun and all. Just kind of messing with the mods, you know, just kind of exploring, you know, getting power for what it is, because it has the identity. She's overpowered, yes, but it's for but they play the gags off of it. They literally just did, like Memory said, like she just blasts them, and then that last scene when she's literally just duplicates, and it's just literally like freaking apocalypse. I'm just like, yep. This show is just off the rails.
I'm out here.
Like the show knows like what it's like doing. Like it's not trying to be like too serious or anything. Like, you know, some of these shows, like some of these shows, they'll try to like push like a serious romance, or they'll try to like, you'll have like some crazy, you know, dramatic shit going on or something, like, which sometimes that works out, right? Sometimes they actually make it work, like ReZero, Shield Hero, I would say. But like, this show doesn't try to do any of that. Like, it just, at least from what we saw in this season, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll ever really reach that point, honestly, where they try to like push a romance or it gets like really dramatic.
They won't.
No,
they won't.
they
I don't
won't.
think
They
they
won't.
Like it's, I feel like it's always gonna stay true to like, just having fun with your friends and just
Yeah, I
No,
think they
this-
stick to the.
yeah.
I think they stick
Haikyuu
to the
fandom.
theme.
yeah,
I-
which
the
it
thing I
works
like-
for it. It works
the
for
thing-
it.
Okay, so the crossover was a promotional thing to advertise a new season of Shield Hero and BOFURI. I see.
Yes.
Okay, that they are getting sequels, which is really nice to know. And yeah,
Hopefully, I'm just hoping the second season you can take things a bit more serious though, but that's
just a
my
little bit
preference.
serious, so you can really.
Yeah,
get
I
to
wouldn't
the
mind it
nitty-gritty.
getting a little more serious.
Yeah,
I just hope they get a bit more serious.
Yeah,
I also,
but I think for the most part it'll still stay true to like what it is.
and
Obviously.
the thing is, this is not like one of those shows that have a lot of production quality backing it up. And it's not like people is not like it's gonna be that memorable, but it's gonna be ones that it's really nice for what it is.
What it is, yeah.
Yeah.
by the way, the Fire Emperor the voice actor for her is Misaka from Mikoto.
Ah, okay. That's nice.
I looked it up. It's actually the voice actor of Misaka Mikoto, the Fire Emperor, and the way she voiced her, Sundar is just amazing.
Yeah, like I'm so tempted to search it, but we kind of need to move on.
Yeah,
Alright.
because next
Move on.
up is
Oh,
reviewers.
The
Oh my
inevitable. The inevitable.
The inevitable,
I need to-
the one
You
that
knew it
the
was
one that
gonna
really
happen.
the one that crashed. The one that crashed a lot of channels and started the ridiculous
And
meme.
Mad Lab is just gone. He's just like.
I still need to watch the final 3 or 4
Yeah,
episodes.
I need to still watch the final episode.
Yeah, I watched the before
I
we set
watched-
up. While you guys were setting up earlier, I watched the final episode.
Yeah, I watched all 12 episodes myself. Unfortunately. Or I don't know if it's a fortunate or unfortunately because I didn't feel the same. Because I'm just one of those that just was on the other side of the fence with this.
See,
I'm just gonna be honest
that's the
with
thing.
now.
It's just because I think.
Did you try to take it seriously?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. At this point I gave up trying to take it seriously or lighthearted.
That's because it's not meant to
You're
be
not
taken
supposed to.
seriously.
You're not
Yeah.
supposed to take it seriously.
But I don't think it.
For the most part, I was like laughing out loud at the jokes. Like that's because it just. I guess it depends on like what your type of humor is.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
if,
can
it-
get it.
if you don't have the right humor for it, you're not going to get it. And that's why, like, there was a lot of scenes in there. I was just like, "This is hilarious! I love it."
Like, the thing
Oh,
is,
I just got-
Though saying that, there is 2 episodes I found that were not as good as the rest.
which ones?
Which ones?
The one,
The egg one.
the egg one, yes.
Yeah.
That was so.
Oh my
Oh no! Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
The egg episode was just like, what the hell is even this?
Yeah, you really.
Why?
I think you really have to have like a specific like fetish for that kind of stuff in order to like enjoy that.
Who enjoys that?
And the other one, I think, well, it wasn't as bad as the egg one, but honestly, the last episode is not as good as the rest either.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just like
The last
Oh,
episode
yeah.
was wow. That's
Whatever.
This season. Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad. It was just like after a while, like this deep into the show, we kind of expected more.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot more that they could have done with it by the end.
is
Like,
that
they
all
want
you?
something-
Well, they should have just been an all you can fuck sort of thing going on. Like they should have just that, and we'd be fine. I'm
Look,
just saying.
I think I can safely say this. We were all just wanting, is it Mirity? Mirity?
Yeah.
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 Nearly
To finally actually do something.
Well, I mean, technically,
Besides
All we
being-
got to see from her is her. Yeah, with the egg.
no,
Yeah.
like.
That was the
I'm
most
not-
shine she got.
And I'm not counting the clone, and I'm not counting the doll.
I was gonna say because like I remember when we last podcast we were like, oh hey, they should totally review Mater next. I mean, and then the next episode it was like, hey, we got Mater loot, and I was like, I mean, yeah, they technically reviewed her. I mean,
but I tell you what, the most hilarious thing about this whole thing is, including going back to the Funimation issue and all that, is that the source material, the manga, is not lewd at all. That's the thing.
Yeah, we brought
the
that
anime.
up.
I know. I'm just bringing this up because it's the last time we're going to speak of it. But yeah, it's just like they took the source material and made it better.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess.
One of the rare cases where you can say the anime was better.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see why. The director was a co-director for Hajime to Gal.
That explains it.
That explains a lot of things.
That explains a lot of things.
And he was an episode director for episodes 1 and 12 of Hybrid Hearts, Magic Academy, etc. The second one. Yeah. That one.
That one.
Oh no, yeah, Miru Tights. He's the director for that one too.
Okay.
He's a man of culture.
Yeah, he's a man of culture. I can get that.
I'm going to have to say it. I am going to have to say it. I want a second season.
Oh,
is that your?
I want another season.
A second season.
I want another season. Hell
Ryu
yeah.
gets photobomb part 2.
Hell yeah.
I almost thought. I'm just gonna say this right. I'm just gonna say this right now. After watching that egg episode, I almost didn't want to eat eggs the next day. Real talk.
And also, I know, was it Memory?
You'll never look at eggs the same.
Yeah. Was it Memory who hasn't seen the last episode yet?
I still need to see the last 3 or 4. So yeah, I'm a little behind.
I don't really want to say much, but unfortunately, Krim gets sidelined so badly in the last few episodes. He's just like, oh, I need to do something else. Like, why?
The thing that's gonna make me the one thing that's gonna keep coming back to me when I hear about this is the female the female having the female hyenas having.
Oh yeah, penises.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
congratulations, you've learned something.
yeah. Nice trivia, by the way. But anyways, let's move on.
You really want to move on from?
That's still one of the greatest Weebs of the Roundtable podcast moments. Like, I eat a dick slap.
Okay.
Alright, so ID invented.
Okay. You guys can go first, and I will.
I can't say anything. I haven't seen it.
I dropped it.
I still need to finish it. So unfortunately, I heard it gets really good in the end, like the last few episodes.
Oh, of course. The final episodes.
Because I think I stopped on. I think I stopped on episode 10 or 11.
10, what the fuck moment? So I watched all of it. I didn't react to it, unfortunately. I'm just gonna say this. I did have some its good points, but the thing is, I feel like a lot of the stuff that was featured, with there was not much of an explanation with the world itself, with the ID wells and everything. They're too focused on particular case by case to where stuff feels so vague. Like sometimes I had to do double, triple takes just to get to understand what the hell was up. And maybe I didn't need to, but it's just like something just didn't pass by. I'm just like, they jump from like one point and like they jump from point A to point C. I'm just like, wait, what? And it's just, and the characters, they don't really for me personally, they don't really stand out. But I do see that the potential. It did have a feel like what people may get from Psychopath, but to a lesser degree here, to be honest. The ending, the last part just kind of sucked, honestly. The way they chose the villain, like who the criminal actually was. And the ending was just it was just kind of just didn't really have that punch to it, like, but it didn't really indicate whether or not it's gonna get a sequel to it. I would hope so if it wants to explain more about the ID wells, because frankly there's still a lot of unexplained stuff regarding that, and also the other characters. You know, there was that one girl that was something what was that girl's name again? I don't know. The one that was kind of like the Kairu. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
You know how they always have to set her like, oh, she's dead. Now I have to find the criminal. That's how they find criminals with ID wells. The problem is, how do they know when ID wells will come up or not? There's a lot of unexplained stuff here.
Advanced technology.
Yeah, but that's the only best way you can say it. Advanced technology, but how so? They don't explain that enough. So I didn't like. So I do
like. I haven't finished it obviously, but I do kind of like the concept. Like I do agree with you. I wish they would go more into it, like kind of deeper. But I do like the concept of how they actually go about solving like cases. I think that's something we haven't saw in anime. Like it's how they go about solving. Yeah, like we haven't saw something like this, honestly, like in terms of like solving a mystery or solving a crime, like because there's so many like crime solving, mystery solving shows, you know. So it's like this kind of spiced it up in a way. So I do appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, Nick just brought up the fact that the manga was just released and they've only done 2 chapters so far for it.
I would check it out if it. I would check it out if it.
ID Invaded.
Yeah, for ID Invaded.
Well, ID Invaded is an original, so the manga is just going off of the anime, probably.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those. It's kind of one of those things, like with Madoka Magica, and with also with like some other shows.
I know they do that for like Persona and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
Persona.
Yeah, like so it's kind of one of those cases. So maybe they do change some things up in the manga, but it's.
The thing is, when I've watched more superior shows like Psychopaths and Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, this is just kind of like fast food, honestly.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
It's there. By the way, I actually caught up on season 3. It was so good. It was so good. The Psychopaths.
Oh yeah, really I really liked season 3.
It was a different perspective of exploring the whole Sibylite crime coefficient concept here. I like the approach. I still don't like some of the characters though. That's my kind of nitpick.
Yeah, they're not as memorable as the old cast.
Yeah,
which they still do keep some of the casts around, but
I mean, you still see Acne, you still see Shinya. But there's the villain is kind of I don't like the villain to be honest. Like he's not Maxima for sure. Right. Maxima was
I don't think any like as long as Psychopaths goes on, like I don't think there's ever going to be a villain that tops Makishima. Like there's
that guy. It's not like no.
It's just not gonna happen.
The villain in Psychopaths 3 had too many resources helping him, and he's not like. And he has some sort of too much of a self-serious mirror to him. Like he's a little bit too high on his horse on times. Maxima just kind of has a charismatic. I like how he goes about it, and sometimes you cheer for him at times. That's the funny part,
right?
Because you know, like he knows the system is messed up, and he knows that what he's doing is still bad, but it's just pointing out like how flawed the system. The system is, and I mean, like we kind of already knew there was something off with the system and all, but he just exploited that. Like he's gonna make sure he does until he finally gets caught and gets put down and all. And that's what I really liked from season 1, and they kept that concept from season 1. Did
you watch the first Inspector stuff? Because that just dropped the other day.
Yeah, I did. It was nice.
I still need to watch that.
Season 2 shouldn't have. Season 2 was something that shouldn't have happened. I didn't like how they messed with that one. They just went.
I mean, you had your main character out of the show, so it's like
and then just some really unlikable characters and just messing with the concept itself. Yeah, I didn't like season 2.
The writing for season 2 is just not good.
It was.
I'll have to keep that in mind when I get to Psycho Pass.
Which the thing that is crazy is that season 1 had a different writer than season 2, and then it obviously it showed in season 2. But the season 2 writer came back for season 3, and season 3 was way better. So it's like
he learned his lesson.
It's kind of like so. I mean, that's good to see that he made improvements in the writing of the third season.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, like what could have been. I obviously we all wish probably the Euro Butcher could have stayed on Psycho Pass the whole way through, but it's like the man's been busy with the Thunderbolt fantasy and whatever he's doing.
Yeah. Wait, Thunderbolt fantasy. Well,
Thunderbolt fantasy.
I'm not familiar with the Thunderbolt fantasy part.
Yeah,
but
he's
like,
behind that.
When I've seen, the thing is, when I've already seen better shows, the ID Invaded is just, I don't have much more going for it. The main character had potential. The two main characters did have potential though. Like I will admit, they did have potential to be likable, and it just didn't resonate with me too well with how everything kind of played out, and how I'm still left with questions and all, and how this kind of feels unfulfilled. Which I would hope, if they do season 2, then it would just kind of alleviate what season 1 just kind of missed out on. That's all I'll say. But that's pretty much it for ID Invaded, unless anyone else wants to speak up.
Shall we move on? I was going to say, because we've got a lot to get through.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, actually, is it alright if we just skip over the next two? So,
Magia Records. I filed a review on this, and I did not like how that went. It was such a disappointment because I liked the Madoka franchise.
That's why I was wondering if we could just skip over them and just get straight to Dorohedoro, because I know people want to talk about that.
Yeah, if you guys are like, to those who are watching, is it fine if we? I hope it's
because
okay.
I only want to get to Nekopara. I want to talk about Nekopara.
Because we know this Magia Records and
what you gotta know about Magia Record is that it's nowhere near the original Madoka.
Original Madoka was a masterpiece. Magia Records was a disgrace. So let's move on and no talk about plunders because it's trash.
That might be too harsh.
Dude,
saying it's a disgrace.
Do you watch the last episode? It just got a bit, set a good cliffhanger for the second half, though.
Yeah, but I know there's a second half, but couldn't they have done more of a 26 episodes and better explain things? Like, it's just, I didn't like the cycle format either. They went too much off a gacha game source material to try to tell a story, and it just did not work out.
Hey. Don't go into gacha games because there's always Fate, and Fate is fantastic.
Yeah, well, Fate is different. Fate's different, though.
We'll get to Fate, but going to Dorohedoro now.
Let's
all right,
move on.
Dorohedoro, guys. All right, I know I'm probably gonna pick this up. I might pick this up, but I don't know.
I don't know about this one. I may pick it up as well.
Greatness.
It's another one of my favorite shows.
Like this, what did I say? Eizouken, Hanako, and this one, like excluding sequels, are probably like my top 3. Honestly.
Yeah. I think that's fair to say.
Dorohedoro has a bit of everything. Honestly,
Yeah,
like I love the central mystery, like what obviously what Kaiman's trying to find out. I still need to watch the finale, but like the pieces that they've set there for like what is going on with Kaiman. I know the series is pretty long, so we're probably like not even close to figuring out what the heck is going on. Maybe we are, I'm not sure, but it has a lot of unique sort of characters. I mean, they focus just as much on N and his crew as they do like Kaiman in Nikaido.
I know.
Like
the bad guy.
It's just amazing how they focus on everyone, like literally Kaiman, Nikaido, and then all of N's crew. It's just like it's so awesome, man. Like I don't even know, like they just make it work.
Oh, well,
that's basically one of the best things about the show, because that huge cast of like likable characters, like so
many likable characters.
It's like N is technically supposed to be like the antagonist, but he's not really like one of those like he's not like any other anime antagonist where he's like, "Wow, I'm gonna plan on killing the Like, yeah, he does want to kill Kaiman.
Now the thing is,
scheme for it 24/7. Like,
right.
in Dorohedoro, there's no like hero or villain. It's just like people kind of doing their own thing.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I just wish it didn't have to be all CGI, because that's what kind of threw me off, like the show for a bit. I might pick it back up, but it's not the most easiest thing to watch when everything is CGI. Honestly,
I hate to say this, but I think we're into a point now where we're just going to have to get used to CGI. It's there to stay.
Yeah, it's there to stay.
And if you saw the Dorohedoro manga, it's like very detailed. Like it's like, I wouldn't say it's on like Berserk level, but it's like super like graphic and super detailed. So it's like one of those cases where it's like really hard to animate, and it would probably take.
You read it?
No, I haven't read it. I just saw like certain panels from like the beginning of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like one of those cases like with Berserk where it's just like really hard to animate, and if they did do it like fully 2D, it would take so long. It would take like so long to do. So
I mean, for me, it's like the CG.
I like it though. It doesn't bother me really, honestly.
I mean, for me, the CG in Dorohedoro is kind of like yeah, if you really hate like CG and anime, you're probably not gonna like it. But it's like it's kind of like Beastars, where it's like after the second episode, I just kind of didn't care about the CG.
Yeah,
you sort of just stop noticing it after a while.
The thing is, I feel Studio Orange's way of doing CGI. I mean, they did Land Lustrous, and the Beastars and
they kind of got it down.
Those things got it down. The thing with Mappa though, the CG is just it
kind of hit or miss.
Can't compare. So I don't know. I might try to stomach it through and try to see if the story at least holds it up.
I think the story will be what kind of catches you. I think that's why you'll keep watching. I like how they like. I don't know. Like it has like I was kind of talking about this with someone else. Like how it has like the hole, and then it has like the other world where there's like there's magic users and non-magic users and all that. It's not like one of those. It's kind of different. Obviously, it's a lot darker. It's a lot grittier. So like when you say like magic and stuff, it's not like necessarily like Black Clover or like something like that. Like it's just like it has like a different feeling to it, like a different vibe compared to like other like magic shows. I feel like
a CNN type sort of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like it's dark, it's gritty. It's like I think one of the cool things they do also with Dorohedoro is like, which I love because it reminds me of like Durarara in a way. Like in the they've done this in like an episode or two, like where you see like Kaiman, like. I forget who he was with. He might have been with Nikaido or someone else. But they're coming into this building, and the camera like pans above them, and you see them coming into the back of the building while N and the crew are leaving like at the other side. So it was just so it was just like a kind of thing, like the timing of it, because Kaiman and them were like looking, or like I think Kaiman was looking for Nikaido or something like, or no, they were looking for something or someone, and they're coming. Yeah, they're like coming into there. And then, like, the camera, like, spun around, and then you see N and them leaving. So, like, just the timing of it was just, like, so crazy where they didn't catch them, like, at that time. So, it was just, because I remember I was watching that. I was like, damn, Kaiman just got here as they were leaving. I'm just like, crap. That you figures just the timing of it. So, it kind of reminds you, like, Durarara in a way because, how they do that with Durarara. It's like, characters will be, like... all in a certain place at like one time, but then there's like different shit kind of going on. It's like it's kind of cool in my opinion. So I like how like I'm definitely interested in the mystery, obviously with Kaiman, and what's going on with him and his body, and just kind of the things they've set up. And there's a lot to like about it. And this is just like the beginning, really, honestly. With
it's great. And I want to add to that because it's great the way like they focus on both N's gang and Kaiman Nikaido is like they're doing like completely different things, like, but then like there's a lot of times where like it's like both of their both of what they're doing is like connected.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because in one episode they were literally both in the same building. I think that's when you were talking about.
That I like when shows do that, honestly.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna two more because I don't think we're gonna discuss anything beyond Pet and because everything else just kind of speaks for itself. I mean,
Nekopara.
I know you want to talk about that. I know you want to.
Go ahead.
I'll be very brief. I'll be very brief from Nekopara. It's just a disappointment, really.
Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, I dropped it.
Agreed.
Like
I binged it last night.
Like I can't. When I reacted to the whole thing, and I didn't mind reacting to it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's like an average show at best, but it could have been better. It could have been really, really good, but they played it too safe. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I haven't played the light novels of obviously, or the light games or whatever you want to call them, but I do know that there's like lewd nude scenes in
Yeah, I needed more fan service.
It definitely needed more fan service.
Yeah, that would have been what kept me, probably.
There was kind of fan service.
There was fan service, but when you think Nekopara, you don't think story, you think lewd, you think hentai.
Guys, guys in the chat, what do you think of Nekopara?
In fact, I'll go so far to say that they should have just outright turned it into a hentai.
Be like reviewers?
Like reverse?
No, maybe not on the level of reviewers, but on the same level as what they did with the modding with the light novels.
Okay. Or visual novels.
Visual novels, yeah, that's the word I'm thinking.
The thing is, I was watching. I did watch all of Nekopara, and at the end of the day, I was like, did anything significant really happen?
No,
that's what I got.
No.
That's
what slice of life,
but at least with actually pretty decent to good slice of life, at least have something going on.
Like
in terms of
everyone was thinking, the whole subplot with Chocola was going to go somewhere. No,
it was more slice than fan service. I see. I just don't think the slice of life thing really fit here, though. To be honest, like it did. It should have been more of the fan service because literally the visual novel is more the fan service thing.
Yeah, and also the fact there was parts of some episodes that just didn't feel needed at all.
Mouse, wait, one of the characters is allegedly 9 months old. What the shit?
That's the thing. One of the characters is allegedly only old.
I think that's probably Coconut because I think she's the youngest one.
Yeah, that figures.
Wait, who's the one that's like tan-ish? Is that Coconut?
That's Coconut.
No.
She has like the different colored eyes, and she's like tan.
Yeah, sorry, that is Coconut. That's Coconut.
Oh yeah, she was my favorite from what I watched.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
The thing is, can we move on from this now? Because this is just very underwhelming.
Yes, we can move on.
Good fucking lord.
Okay.
Railgun greatness.
Yes.
Yes.
I know it's the delays and all, but they had to play it safe. And so far, it's been solid. I don't have no qualms with this so far.
I have yet to see any of this Railgun.
The Misaki and Misaka team up though.
I ship it. I like it. I like the dynamics between those two.
I love how they brought up the discussion too. Ass or titties, man.
Ass or titties. Oh yeah, the memes. The memes.
Which is better.
Hang on. Explain.
Well,
where do we?
They kind of were arguing about they were pretty much racing each other. Like they teamed up. I don't want to spoil anything. So they teamed up and they're pretty much. Misaka was like, okay, like here I go. Like I'm gonna go. They're like pretty much they're breaking into this hideout. So she darts off. And Misaki, who is way more equipped, up here.
She's not really. She's the
slowing her down.
She is kind of slower, and Misaka's just darting off. So when she finally catches up to her, she's out of breath and all of that. And Misaki's like, "Well, I got these things holding me up, but kind of, but you wouldn't know about that."
It's kind of implied.
So then like
then they just start arguing.
They start arguing there. So they kind of imply like, okay, like ass or titties.
You know what I make? You know what the little parts about that argument? They were just like and just like, and then all of a sudden, it's just like, and it's like they're just panting, just like out of breath. I'm just perfect.
Yeah, love it.
That was great.
We're just now starting to, like, things are now just starting to really heat up though with Railgun.
I mean,
I kind of like where it's going.
I really need to start this show.
Apparently, a lot of source material readers are saying like Misaki is one of the best girls, but like, I don't know. For me, it's like, nah.
She's alright. She's fine.
I feel like we're just getting started with her. I feel like there's a lot more to her.
There's
a
lot more.
Yeah.
The thing is,
at first I was like, I wasn't so sure. I was like, okay, are they kind of pushing for her to be like a villain-esque kind of character? Like, what are they doing with her?
I'm still not sure what they're doing.
Yeah, but then we like learned that she was actually helping Misaka Imoto. So we're just like, okay, like I'm happy she's not really a villain, but it's still kind of like still unknown what they're gonna do with her character.
You still kind of did some shitty things with erasing friends' memories.
Exactly.
Okay, I gotta explain it.
It's hard to trust her, obviously.
I gotta explain this. She had to do it because there wasn't much else she can do to explain it, because otherwise they would still be in trouble. Even then, like it's still justified why Misaka did get mad at her, but she really didn't have much other choice, because if Misaka's friends got involved, they would have been in a lot of trouble. But they were going to get involved anyway. I mean, you see Saturn did go off. Like, what I like about Railgun is how stuff is going on on different parts of the city, and it just kind of culminates to the same sort of conflict. Something about that with Railgun that's another thing I like about Railgun, how they piece together how the conflict starts to come together like a puzzle and all. That's what I particularly like about it.
Like,
now this arc,
it's crazy that. Sorry, I was about to say it's crazy. Before you go on, I was about to say it's crazy that while this whole thing is going on, and the most recent episode kind of reminded me of this. I think Satin brought it up. She was like, "Oh yeah, the festival's still going on." I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Yeah, the festival is still going on." I was like, like they almost made you forget about the festival, like that it was.
Right?
But it's crazy, like, because right now. So, like, when you think about it, because we had this festival in Index. We had this same exact festival in Index. So, all this stuff that's going on with Misaka right now is going on at the same time in Index when the whole festival was going on. It's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's funny because this was the stuff with, like, Oriana. If you guys remember Oriana from Index.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, like, at this time, Toma was fighting her. So
things are going on in academic
crazy.
City.
It's like so much is happening. Like,
wait, wasn't that back? No, that was back in season 2, wasn't it?
I think it was season 1. I think it was season 1.
I don't remember. I think it might have been season 2.
Because Railgun takes a little bit.
The stuff with it was the stuff with Oriana and I think her name was Ursula, like the priest girl or like the
I remember
religious
girl.
Like it was like all that thing. So like, which Oriana is like one of my favorite like antagonist villain-esque type characters in Index or Railgun, to be honest. We haven't saw her obviously in Railgun, but it's just kind of crazy to think that like, okay, Toma was fighting her at the same time all this is going on with Misaka.
We do see Toma at one point when he was trying to go around looking for a good luck charm, but that's the only time he really shows up, because this man is going through a lot.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that Toma and Saten just met for the first time?
Yeah,
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
crazy. Insane. Like it took this long for them to interact or just meet in any way. I was like, man.
Another crazy thing I found out was like,
it's season 2. Okay.
I can't believe it took me this long to realize that the reason why, like, I think they did write this up in the latest episode, but the reason why Toma has all this bad luck, because I'm pretty sure it's because he zaps all the good luck with his Imagine Breaker. I don't think that ever occurred to me until now.
Yeah, I mean,
but like I never even like, now that you say it, like I never even really thought about that being like a thing, but it makes sense,
because
right? Like,
good luck is supposed to be something given to from like a god or something, and God is supernatural. And Toma, we still don't know much about Imagine Breaker. I don't think the anime is going to reach that point, but Imagine Breaker is something that just nullifies things on a divine level. Like that thing is bust. Like it's not like he's totally busted. Conventional attacks still hurt him, but when he uses the hand to stop supernatural attacks, he could practically stop anything as long as it's kind of a supernatural.
This man was literally fighting gods, bro. Like
exactly.
This man.
I still think it's funny. Like almost everybody Toma punches, they end up turning into like good guys.
Yeah,
he just punches the evil.
Well, I mean,
yeah, could be.
I mean, this man is not like out to kill anybody either. He just wants to stop them.
Yeah, the thing that because I think if I remember correctly with the festival too in Index, remember there's a scene where like Toma's on top of Misaka and like their like mouths are like really close to each other. I don't know if you guys remember that. Like Misaka was like, she was like, her face was like bright red. I wonder if we're gonna see that. I wonder if we're gonna see that in Railgun again, like that scene.
I don't know. I don't know. It
I don't know how the timing of it is gonna work out if they'll show it again, but I remember that was a scene from Index that I remembered from the festival. Obviously, it was like that.
What I've been told from what happens in this arc, it's actually going to be a really good one because it has to go back to you've seen it a few times before. Misaka has this sort of anger toward what happens in Academy City and how it's puts her sisters in danger, and there's sort of an anger toward it, and you just gotta think, is it gonna result in her maybe being part of something where she goes out of control, or someone takes control, makes use of that, and something's gonna happen in the city? That's something like that. That's something to kind of
but the thing that I like about Misaka where she's at right now compared to like how she was with the sisters arc, she was trying to like do everything herself on her own. And after the scene with Toma, like on the, obviously on the bridge and stuff, which is like one of my favorite moments in like the whole series.
Sisters arc was one of the best anime arcs I've ever seen.
Yeah. Like now where we're at, it seems like she's open. Obviously, she's not trying to take everything on herself. Like she's.
She did accept Kongo's help, which is not something she usually did before.
She's allowing other people to help her. She wants to have help. Obviously, the team up with Misaki, like, so it's like. She's not taking everything on her own shoulders, so I do like that. But obviously, we're going to go more into Misaki's backstory, I feel like, with this season. That's something I'm really interested in, obviously. But yeah, I feel like we're just getting started with kind of where they're going.
I've been told that the story gets going on, so...
don't believe.
I think we can all agree that season 3 really establishes Kongo as one of the best girls.
Oh
yeah, Kongo's grew on me.
I took her for granted before that point, and I'm just like, she's actually a good character. Holy crap!
She's a great character.
She's like the character that you don't expect it to be that good. Like, she's not like gonna be like one of the top characters of all time, but she's gonna be one of those notable characters that
she's high up there.
Yeah.
So I think we said enough. I mean, I'm looking forward to what happens because there's a lot of mystery to it as well.
For the last like 5
I'm sorry, Oliver. I don't think I'm pretty sure we don't need to check on this. Although I will say this right now: do not check this one or this one out. I don't know what.
Wait, which one?
Infinite Dendrogram and Sorcerer's Staffers Orphan.
I was actually going to say, can we just, for the rest of it, just skip everything else and jump straight to Fate?
Hold on.
But I just want to say this with Dendrogram. Don't believe what Mother Basement said when they say it's good. It's not. It's so low. It's so low. But it's so low quality.
I've heard a few things.
I didn't even bother going through more than one. I already know what's up with it. I didn't like the designs. I didn't like how the characters are set up. I didn't like how the overall impressions of it, and I already know that's going to be how the show is going to be for its entirety. So why even bother?
Before we talk about anything else, is it me or does Annie chart like it doesn't list Rikikoi anywhere?
That's fun. That is weird. Well, Rikikoi is is a only. Well, okay, it will go down to there when we can look at the bottom.
No, it's not anywhere in the bottom. Like, wait.
Yeah, where? No, we have it here. We have it here.
Wait, what? Where? Wait, hold on.
OVA, ON, original net, and special. I don't think I have much to say about. You
Wait,
can look.
BK Core is listed as an OVA.
Yeah, because the all 12 episodes aired on Amazon Prime Japan apparently, and so they were all released separately. But in terms of TV airing, they kind of just one by one. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's weird.
I don't have much to say about it. It was okay until the last part. That show.
Last part.
Yeah.
It's just Kaguya-sama, but
yeah, it's Kaguya-sama Light. That's what it is.
It's Kaguya-sama 2.0. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but
No, that's
the thing is, it's okay, but it's not something I don't think we're gonna really be able to talk about very much as I would love to have done. Honestly,
I think Rike Koi is a good romantic comedy. It's gonna be compared a lot to Rike Koi, but you still it still has it has good comedy, and I still think Himuro is one the best girl of the season. And you also get the great chemistry. Like Yukimura and Himuro have really good chemistry together. I think, and also one of the biggest things I like about this show is the finale. It has one of the most satisfying conclusions of any romance I've ever seen. It's what we've been waiting for the longest time, and they delivered. You just don't see that in a lot of romance comedies. I think that's kind of one of the reasons why I like Kaguya-sama. Why I like it better than Kaguya-sama, because I feel like there was more progress in the relationship between Yukimura and Himuro than there was in Kaguya and what was that guy's name? Yuki. Yeah, that was it.
Shirogane.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get that.
Can we move to Fate now?
Which one? The Fate Babylonia?
Babylonia.
Oh, the leftovers.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
it's in
All right.
leftovers.
Get it. Go for it, man.
Because I think we've probably pretty much talked about Babylonia before in our last podcast, but I think we need to talk about the last half of Babylonia. Or the last few episodes, anyway.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is it bad or is it good or bad?
Well, that's the thing. Because I'm one, and Haikyuu has now finished Babylonia as well.
Yeah, boy.
They've changed the ending in the anime.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, they have. They've changed it, Haikyuu. It's totally different.
I heard they cut the stuff with Temet, the
Tiamat.
they added some.
Maya?
I don't think they cut it, but I know they added some stuff in.
They've added some stuff and they removed some stuff.
Yeah, they added stuff where her talking and all that. Her talking.
Well,
was
they were trying to depict her as a feral beast. To be fair,
I felt like that kind of fell flat, honestly.
Yeah.
Ritsuka and her meeting. I feel like that kind of
just ruined the mood.
I was like, yeah.
It just kind of happened. It just kind of happened pretty quickly, and then it was over. I was like,
that was kind of
also,
weird.
What was that all about? To be honest, the meeting with Tiamat.
That's the thing. It never happened in the game.
No way.
It never happened. Never happened.
That never happened.
That was anime original.
Yeah, in the game, right? And this is actually what I wanted to see animated. When you in one of the battles, when you fight Tiamat, she actually bites you and takes away your life force and then gives it back. And they didn't do that in the game.
I actually don't remember that.
You don't remember that? There was a part in the game when you're fighting Tiamat, and she's literally biting your servants, and taking away their life, and then giving it back shortly afterwards. And they never, they just totally skipped over it. I'm like, come on, that would have been amazing to see animated.
That happened to did that happen during one of the battles or during one of the cutscenes?
Battles.
Okay, well,
it was one of the battles near the end.
No wonder.
And also,
no wonder why I felt kind of.
Erish got shafted in the end. Like they was like, "Bye, see you." Like
that didn't
was like that wasn't happen. That didn't happen in the game. In the game, like they actually go, "Oh, she's okay." Like they actually show her, and we actually have a conversation with her afterwards. It's just like, what the fuck?
Damn, they actually did
She's
that.
resting.
Yeah, when I first saw that, I was like, hold on. Hold on.
No.
She had to Ishtar had to sugarcoat it for Ritsuka so he wouldn't bawl his eyes out there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. In the game, she was okay. She didn't fade away at all. If I remember correctly. She was just like, what the fuck? Come on.
Yeah,
I mean,
when I saw that,
really...
I was like, hold on. I thought Erish was just chilling, like after like the whole Tiamat battle. Like, what is this dying? Like,
I think they're trying to get dramatic.
Yeah,
and it didn't work. That's the thing. Like, you've had all this build up. It was fantastic all the way through, and then you go, "Oh, we're going to change it to an anime only thing." I was like, "No, don't do that. You've got the game source material right there. You don't need to change a thing."
I will.
I think we all can agree though that Ket's is best girl. Please, or am I just the only one?
Wait,
who best girl?
Quetzalcoatl. That's the Aztec goddess, the Aztec goddess.
She's
my favorite.
Okay.
She's my favorite.
I'm
okay, but
she's my favorite.
I think
even though she turned villain, I have to disagree with you, and that's Oshimaru.
Wait, what?
Oh, Ushiwaka.
Oshiwaka.
The writer.
For some reason, I
didn't like what they. I liked Ushiwaka. Like, I just wasn't a fan of them turning her evil. To be honest,
me neither.
It does happen.
Me neither. I just didn't like why they had to do her, like play a role like that. I was going to say about like Somali was talking about like how it wasn't really faithful to game source. The thing is, I mean, it may not always be based on the game source whether or not it will make an anime good. I
totally get that, but considering the fact that they actually asked us, like they actually asked like the people in Japan, what ones would you like to see animated? And they were like, "Oh, we want to see Babylonia and Solomon animated."
And Camelot.
And Camelot, yes.
Okay.
And then they turn around and go, "Oh, we're going to change the ending, guys. No biggie. But are you okay with that?" No. Follow the source material.
I don't think it was completely different from the end.
It's not completely. It's not completely different, but there is things that I totally disagree with, and they should have just stuck with the source material like they should have.
Stanley says the reason you didn't see her die in the game is because one of the dialogues you choose didn't show you she died. If you chose the other one, it shows the flashback of what happens in the anime, what they showed in the anime. That's allegedly so. I'm not familiar with it because I didn't play the game, unfortunately, so I have no say on that one.
Yeah, I heard someone say something about that, like in one of my videos as well. Oh, like not my videos, but one of the reaction compilations that was out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
it didn't change that much, but it's still like you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like if you got the source material right there, don't go messing with it.
I mean, they added some things, but like I wouldn't say it's completely different. Or like, I feel like they could have been a little bit more faithful. But
I will admit it's been a while since I finished bloody hell, Babylonia last year. So forgive me, it has been a while since I checked it out. So I am probably misremembering stuff. So
it's fine, but.
I know they let's see, they didn't. I know there was some things they didn't add, like they didn't include Jaguar Man in her Yakuza outfit.
Yeah, that's right.
Something I heard about Jaguar Man is that Jaguar Man is actually involved in the final fight.
Yeah, she is.
But she wasn't even there.
She wasn't even there.
In the anime, she wasn't there, but yeah, I think my brother told me that. Actually, that Jaguar Man was involved in the final fight.
Yeah, she was involved, like where they like go to the underworld, like.
Yeah. But the only thing we knew about her, like we didn't actually see it, but she saved Cats, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that was like
Yeah,
I was like, damn, I wish we would have saw Jaguar Man in there fighting with them. That would have been.
Jaguar Man was totally sidelined in the end, and just like, and then like she goes up at the very last minute, going, "All right, see you."
Yes, I was like,
I saved cats. I saved cats. Oh, now I gotta go.
All right. One more. Do we want to cover Isekai Quartet too, or do we just want to move on to Spring?
I think we should move on to next season.
Yeah, because Isekai Quartet is Isekai Quartet. To be honest, there's not much else to talk about.
Nothing much to say about it.
All
right, spring season.
Spring season.
All right.
Kagura Summer Love is War season 2.
Nice.
Best show. Best show for next season.
This is one of the three shows this season that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, you already guessed what the other two are.
Yeah. Let me guess. Tower of God and Fruits Basket second season.
No.
Oh.
Oregairu season 3 and Fruits Basket season 2.
Hey, nice one. Fruits Basket, love it.
It's not. Yeah. And there, any comments on what you want to?
War of Underworld Part 2. Yeah.
I know.
Bring on.
Oh yeah, War of Underworld Part 2. Nice.
Bring on SAO.
This is gonna be the finale. This might be this probably gonna be the last we'll see of SAO in terms of anime.
End of Alice's Station. This is the end of Alice's, and there's more to come for SAO franchise.
Man. I'm gonna just say this right now. Fuck y'all who say Alchemization is still bad. They're just like, I don't even know where you want now. I don't know what your damn thing is. I know I'm a cynical guy, but I just somehow couldn't hate SAO like y'all are. Like I can't. It is just at worst it is standard. It is what it is. Now I know the Fairy Dance arc was bad, but overall the show was just fine. Organization is just something else. It actually, like, sometimes you wonder, you're just like, is this the same SAO? Yeah, the writing is still not the best thing in the world, but is this still the same SAO I remember watching?
Dude.
And it's like, you just gotta check for a second. It's like, did I just watch a different show by accident? That's the feeling you get.
Exactly.
But
I think the reason why people still share on this because of multi-basement.
Multi-base. Yeah, this is why we don't roll multi-base.
The popular YouTubers haven't really helped SAO.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but lately it seems, and again, I hate to bring back reviewers very quickly, but I've noticed that it was all thanks after the whole blow up with Funimation. Like, I understand their reasoning, but it was pretty much Mother's Basement, Noble, and Nuxtaku who blew it up. It's like, calm the fuck down. Seriously.
Oh, you mean with Nuxtaku, blowing it up on Mal and all that shit?
Yeah. It's just like
that was. I know he was playing along, and maybe it's not like out of evil heart, but it was messed up. It gave Mal so much pain.
And the fact that Noble should know better as well. He seems to be such a nice guy. He should maybe just. I don't know.
I don't like a lot of mainstream anime YouTubers.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't. It's not like I try to actively, dislike them and all. But some of them, there are a few of that, that we should already know that say questionable things. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even want to start with Digibro, man. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get on it.
Digibro is obvious. Like, you.
At this point, he's a troll. So at this point, I just don't even care. I just don't even care at all.
Nobody takes Digibro seriously.
I honestly, we shouldn't, because at this point, he's doing it just for his content. At this point, and and Mother's Basement is kind of like that as well. I mean, I can understand that. Although the SEO hate thing is a bit out of line. It's not the best writing in the world, but
that's all I hear about with SAO these days. It's like, oh, it's a bad show. Like, don't watch it. Like, it's crap. It's like,
just watch it.
I can't. I feel like SEO is kind of like the Nickelback of anime. It's like, it's cool to hate on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, And I reckon, honestly, I hate to say this, but I reckon,
which is sad because people can't make their own judgments for themselves. Like,
exactly.
why would you go off of what someone else says without you even having watched it?
Exactly. That's what. Thanks, memory. That's exactly what I'm.
The thing is, at least it's not like fucking Nanazu no Tanzai. I know I'm gonna bring that up again. All right.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I reckon half the people that say, "Oh, SAO is crap," haven't even seen it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly.
No, you know what? I'm pretty sure over 50%.
On the hate bandwagon and just going, yeah, it's crap. It's like, have you actually seen it?
No.
No. Then why? Then what gives you any right to say it's bad?
Exactly.
Exactly.
So anyway, I'm just going to quickly list off the things I'm looking forward to in next season. So Kagura-sama. We've got Fruits Basket second season, and this is just my preference. And I'm kind of worried, but kind of fascinated and interested in Digimon Adventure.
Digimon Adventure?
It is like a reboot. It is like a reboot. Yeah.
It's a reboot.
Really?
It's like
it's kind of like what they're doing with the Pokemon anime right now.
Oh yeah, and the other one I'm
probably gonna watch it too. Honestly, I'm probably gonna watch the Digimon thing too.
Will.
I'll be, dude. That's gonna be crazy. We're gonna be watching the Digimon reimagining or reboot or whatever you want to call it, and the Pokemon one at the same time.
And the other ones I'm looking forward to is Susumono. No, how do you flip and say it? Sugimono, second season.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I never finished the first season for that one.
Wait, which one? A Sense of a Bookworm? Or
no,
is
it's called Sugumomo.
Sugumomo. Oh, I did not finish the season 1.
And the other one I'm looking forward to, honestly, is Jansen-chan Dropkick, second season.
Oh boy. Because
I honestly did enjoy the first season of that. So honestly, for me, those are the ones that stick out the most for next season that I'm interested in. Mind you, I have been being told by several people that I should watch Tower of God. So
I heard that that's really good.
Which is coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, which is coming out tomorrow. And of course,
no, actually, it's
for us. It's April. It's 2 days.
Yeah, it's 2 days.
For me, it's tomorrow. So okay.
And of course, since we have to bring it up, the other one that we're not looking forward to at all is Food Wars Season 5.
Oh,
I heard this is where it goes to
Nick. If you're in the chat, sorry. I mean, I know you told me you're looking forward to it, but frankly, I'm not really okay
because it's Food Wars.
I've said I've yet to touch on Food Wars because of the back. I mean, I've said that before the podcast. The thing is, when I'm hearing about how the last couple of seasons
the last few chapters of the manga, the last arc of the manga is just shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm hesitating right now to really check out.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I'm just thinking, like I might as well watch it. Like I'm probably not gonna react to it, but I'm still gonna. I'm not reacting to it. I'm like, I've come this far into the series. Like I've watched season 1. I might as well just watch the whole thing.
I've seen the. Yeah, I'm kind of.
Are you reacting to it?
To
Food Wars? 5 servings.
No, I'm not gonna be reacting to it, but I'll be watching it.
Mom says 5 servings of someone's cooking is way too much. Yeah, it's way too much.
I kind of liked. I feel like the pacing was a little off at some points. But some of the moments I liked in season 4, it wasn't like the best season, obviously, of Food Wars, but it was pretty enjoyable. But I heard season 5 content is where the series just goes downhill. So I'm gonna try and keep an open mind, but yeah, my expectations aren't necessarily high.
Yeah.
It's just
you know what? I'm half tempted to not watch it until somebody tells me that the anime is actually good.
Oh, what?
or if they've actually gone and changed it from the manga.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
You never know. That,
You never know.
I mean,
yeah.
let's hope. Just hope it doesn't go like what like
Tatai.
the sequel to Naruto, Boruto from what I've heard from people.
Whoa, wait, who left? Oh, memory.
memory.
Mate.
Yeah.
What
Are you
happened?
alright, man?
Got hop out for a
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine.
All right, that's cool.
second. Yeah.
All right.
What just happened?
Oh, okay, it's fine. We're okay with that. Sorry.
Wait,
Sorry.
Matt
It's
left? It says, oh yeah, your camera is not showing. Like, did you turn your camera off?
yeah, for some reason the camera. Hold on. Hold on for a sec. Okay, I just hope. Madlad's kind of out. Well,
Wait. Let me see. Oh,
yeah, I
there you
think
go.
the call there. Yeah, sorry about that, but
Okay,
I know
okay.
Memory's might be missing it, but we're gonna back him up. Well, until he comes back, I do want to mention a series that already just kind of came out. The first 6 episodes, BNA by Trigger.
Brand new animal.
Brand new animal.
Already. I reacted to
Brand
it.
new.
I was surprised when it came out so early. It came out like around the 22nd of March. Like,
Well-
the first 6 episodes.
It's by Trigger. Okay.
The
Yeah.
thing is, I don't buy into this show yet because I particularly don't like the characters yet. The
haven't
setup
watched
is
it.
great. The setup looks cool and all, but I mean, I kind of joked about it being like Rise of the Planet of the Beastars just because, like, because I just had to make the joke
It's like Beastars, but with a bit of mutant powers.
when humans were still around.
Yes.
That's
It's
basically
like,
what it is.
It's like X-Men, how mutants are being treated in the BCT.
I'll watch it and hope they change. Okay. Wait, is Memory gonna be back yet, or is he
I don't know where he went. So
Yeah, hold on.
He said he's gonna hop off.
he said, "I'll be right back." So he said he'll hop out for a second.
Alright, so you guys want to just like wait for him, or should we continue the discussion, or?
Yeah, well, okay. Something just feels wrong. For some reason, the thing is not showing.
Wait.
Showing up. Hold on. Am I doing the right thing?
Oh
here?
yeah, it says like you. Yeah, I noticed on the stream. It looks like you clicked out Discord or like.
Yeah. Hold on. I don't know what the hell just happened. I don't know, guys.
What'd you do?
Okay. It seems we're back on. I hope that we're back on. We're back on. I think it's just because I kind of hopped out of YouTube, like kind of hopped out of Discord for a second. I just kind of. It's actually when I press close the Discord instead of just go to another one. So sorry about that, guys. That was my bad.
I hope it
I'm
didn't
messed
stop.
up.
I hope it didn't stop recording.
No, we're still recording. It's just that it was just weird.
Still recording.
It was just weird. Like I
You
did
just
not.
clicked out Discord.
The thing is, like, no, I actually pressed minimize on Discord, and that's when weird stuff happened.
Oh, okay.
So that's what happened. So yeah, brand new animal. I don't know how to feel about it. I just don't like the character. I don't like the main lead, honestly. Like Michiru Kagemori. I feel like I feel like she's complacent a bit too much. Like it gets on my nerves, and some of the other characters as well. And frankly, I know there's an underlying seriousness to it, but I don't know if it's enough to really make me like it when I just don't have a really good impression of the cast. I mean, Shiro Ogami is something. I mean, he might present something better. I mean, he is voiced by one of my favorite voice actors, Yoshima Hosoya. But other than that, I don't have mostly positive feels about it. But it's still really, the art is still what it is. It's still really stylish as typical Trigger. But other than that, there's just one of those that it's kind of weird, but it's not something I really buy into yet. Just gotta give it a few more a few more episodes to see what happens.
Well, it has only just started, so
Yeah. What the hell was that noise, by the way?
it's his phone.
Oh, that's Mad Lad, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's phone. Yeah.
I really want to talk about the main stuff, but I want to wait until memory comes back.
See if memory comes back.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're missing Mad Lad as well, so we might as well just wait for him too.
Yeah. Well, wait. What is he doing right now? Is he like just calling?
Oh yeah, he might be just on the phone. Let's see.
I'm trying to find one where it might not be.
He's back.
Sorry about that. Just a medical checkup with
okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, no worries about that.
Is anyone gonna follow Ascendance of a Bookworm Part 2? Like me.
I haven't seen the first one, so
I haven't seen the first one.
Yeah, that I've seen. This is one of those isekais that really kind of just is a nice change of pace, because usually with isekais we have this overpowered protagonist. Here it's totally different. It's more of an like a really weak bot. Like she's not like if anyone's like, to those who have not watched, she the way she dies is kind of funny but unfortunate.
These days they always have to die. Like they can't just be transported to another world. Like
and the show
ReZero.
and the show and the show is basically her, like she realizes that the world she is reincarnated in barely has any books, and she can't even read because in the past life she's like a bookworm and basically someone that is so addicted to reading.
Title, isn't it?
Yeah, and then her goals become a librarian, and she wants to get books in this world. And the way she goes about with it, she interacts with a whole lot of people, and starts to learn more about stuff. And the interaction is pretty wholesome. It's pretty lighthearted. It's really relaxing. But there's also the underlying conflict with her and the what was that thing she had? I think it was the devouring. I think I remembered it was that is kind of like when she just suddenly gets as if she gets possessed, and then she just suddenly has powers. It's not something. It's just something that kind of comes up, and that's something that's tied into how she was reincarnated. And there's something to kind of keep in mind as well. And other than that, it's not like she has particularly strong superpowers. But she's still gonna try to influence the world one way or another, because it's really nice. It's really wholesome. It's not something that is backed up by a high production quality, though. To be fair, but it's really nice for what it is. And frankly, I'm not so sure how much they'll cover. I do see that the source material is kind of cut into parts, and like the light novels apparently don't have a lot of chapters, volumes in comparison to most other light novel series. Because there's actually like the light novel sources are both like part 1 and then their series part 2. So that kind of says something. That's kind of interesting in some ways, but it's really nice. I mean, it's not for everyone though. It just kind of, because like I know there are people that are kind of prejudiced against isekai in general. I know there are people. A lot of people
definitely. There's a lot of people.
And I will admit that I was almost one of them, because sometimes it kind of sucks to really see the same formula play one after another. I mean, if y'all seen like Smartphone, Ragnarok, and Cage of Mongo, like that stuff just like just sort of
please don't remind me of Ragnarok.
That was awful.
That's Joe.
Smartphone was fun. Shield Hero was fun. Ragnarok
was just
I almost forgot about that show.
I almost did until it came up until it just came up while I was discussing it. I'm just like, oh, why did I have to mention that again?
You had to bring it up and be like, yeah, remember Ragnarok?
Oh, I remember calling at one point, like during one of the podcasts we did so early back, and I called it Ragnarok Bottom because that's the fitting name for it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
because that's a fitting name for it because it accomplished nothing. The harem is crap. The MC is crap.
It went nowhere. Like the characters were bad. The story was bad. No,
the battles were awful.
Terrible. The battles were awful.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah, everything was awful. Like bottom line. The only thing you can get out of it is just like so bad is good sort of thing, because at least you can laugh at how horrible it is. That's the only positive thing I could see from it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's by no means good. I don't even know if the source material was even good either. I would doubt it.
You know what? Let's quickly find out.
Oh boy. All right. Oliver, you're on to go with this one.
Yeah, might as well. Crap. It's been so long. How do you freaking spell Ragnarok? R-A-N.
R-A-G-N-A-R. Okay.
No, that's the wrong type of Ragnarok.
No way. Are they actually
another show?
It?
What? What?
Oh,
what? You said rebooting it. What's being rebooted?
Digimon. I just like.
Oh yes, that's what we were saying. Like it's a total reboot of Digimon.
Really? Like from the very
the first ones: Tai, Sora, Matt, Kairi.
I've only seen the first Digimon series. I have not seen the Digimon Adventures 2 and the other spin-offs yet.
Digimon Adventure 02 is a sequel to Digimon Adventure. It's set in the same universe.
5. I watched up to 5. Digimon 5. Savers. Like that. Yeah, that's up to there, and then after that, it's just basically generic. It's fun.
Wait.
I'm sorry. I just looked up the adaptation of Ragnarok, the Master of Ragnarok, etc. It's a light novel, obviously, and there's not even a score for it.
What?
It just says not available.
There's no source material?
No. The source material is there. There's a light novel for it, but they have not listed.
Wow.
There's nothing listed for the light novel. Hang on, unless there's an alternative version. There's the manga. Hang on, let's have a look at the manga. 6.84.
Holy shit!
Oh lordy!
And compared it to, the manga is doing better than the anime. That's for sure. Because the anime is 5.94. So
5.94. That should have been lower. That should have not even reached 5. That should have not reached 5. I hate when I actually remembered when I still had my old account. I reacted to season 1. I was just like rave up, like, oh god, this is awful. This is literally the first time I've said something like that while doing a reaction. Like that's when you know it's bad. Yeah. When I'm just really that young, that you know.
I don't know why I sat through the entire thing and reacted to the entire show. I really should have just given up.
I don't even know why I bothered to try to watch the whole thing myself. The thing is just that I was not even like. I'm not gonna lie when I say that it's one of those shows where.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie.
You better be sorry.
Well, he didn't miss. Well, we did talk about brand new Animal. With the first 6 episodes were out.
And now Crew's missing.
And we're waiting for Quab. And we were talking about how bad Ragnarok is because we were talking about like Ascendance of a Bookworm. We were talking about Isekai and how like Ascendance of a Bookworm is basically a nice change of pace. But. And then we get back to the part where it's like so generic. It's a change based from the generic stuff, and I included Ragnarok. And Oliver had to look up at the source material. Yeah. And there was no score for the light novel, and the manga is bad.
There's no score for the light novel. I find that hilarious. It's so bad that they can't even be bothered to put a score in.
It should be one of those.
I'm waiting to watch Brand New Animal, to be honest, because
just binge it all, or just like
no,
wait for
because episode 7 won't be out till late May.
I think it might start. I think it might start with. Oh, they won't. Never mind.
No, because they're gonna start with. They're gonna start with episode 1. With the TV broadcast. Man,
I want to wait. I want to wait for Quiet there because I really want to talk about Oregairu. Oregairu season 3 and Fruits Baskets and even Tower of God with him, but
if I have to be very honest, I don't remember much from season 2 and 1 of Oregairu.
I was gonna try and rewatch it before I
Same here.
But I only have like a week, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that.
I can binge. With the situation I'm in right now, I can easily binge both seasons, but I would have to skip the OVAs, which don't really contribute much anyway.
Wait,
so,
what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
With something with brand new. Well, I'm pretty sure we were still talking about the sense of a bookworm, and then I inadvertently had to bring up Ragnarok because it was so bad.
Yeah, I was here for that.
Okay, so you didn't really miss much. Frankly enough, there was actually another isekai in this one. It's called
It's Child.
No. Next life. My next life as a villain. My next life as a villain. All roads lead to doom. I feel like this is gonna be one of those.
I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be like a funny version of Doki Doki Literature Club or something, where you just end up with a bad ending of sorts or something like. I feel like there's gonna be some Dark Souls, gag thing going on. You're just like, she finds a bad ending, and then you died. That sort of thing going on. I think
it's by the director of unless I'm thinking of a different one. I think it's actually from the director of Rakudai Kishi.
Oh yeah, I did hear about it. I did love Rakudai. Rakudai is one of the few Magic High School shows that I genuinely did really like. I mean, it's not enough to be a favorite. I did wish season 2 got it and not a season 2 of Ascaris War, which was undeniably inferior to Rakudai, to be honest. Asterisk War, I don't even know why I tried to defend it at the time. That was when
season two was a lot better. Season 1, I can understand people's complaints and problems with it, but season 2, I liked a lot more, mostly because probably because it was mostly action, and there wasn't. I mean, there was character interactions, but there wasn't like a lot of the generic stuff we saw in season 1. It was just more so. It was more so about the action.
I mean,
plus Chivalry of a Failed Knight's overrated anyway. So I like this.
Well, the thing is that like at least Sylvia was when she introduced herself in Ascaris War, like that was something that was just kind of that was kind of a nice little touch there, but it was not much I can really say about Ascaris War because they didn't improve enough, honestly, and they just stopped there with season 2, which kind of is a little perplexing as well, because I did try to check out what happens next in the terms of light novel, but I only briefly checked, and it was just like 1 page or so, and it was a date with the main character in that in Sylvia, because for some reason, because I was wondering, because it was like kind of happening during that particular tournament and all, but I don't remember too much otherwise.
There's actually one show next in the spring season other than Tower of God and an Ultimate Game. I'm actually looking forward to Kakushikoto.
Oh yeah, isn't that the main character has the same voice actor as Araragi?
Exactly.
Yeah. When I saw the preview for that and I heard his voice, I was like, oh, that's sweet. That's sweet.
Well, it's the same character. It's the same character design that did Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. That was the same ones.
Oh yeah, the character designs do look. I see that now. Yeah.
It looks really similar. Funny enough that this isn't by Funny enough that this isn't by Shaft, so don't expect a lot of surreal visuals. But you will notice that the designs are pretty similar. For sure.
Also, the voice actor for the daughter Hime is also voiced by Ri, Megumi voice actor.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So,
Wait,
that's sweet. Rai Takahashi, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
sweet.
yeah, I've been looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to this.
Isn't it like isn't it like a father-daughter like bond?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got Levi and Amelia in the same anime. Okay.
Kwai, is your camera okay or what happened?
Oh yeah, no, I just turn it off because I'm eating. I don't want people to think I'm weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be
No,
do
do your thing, Kwai. We respect that. Well, we don't want to see someone chewing on public, on public, but
rich.
all right.
Who's still
Can we
who's still gonna react to No Guns Life?
No Guns Life.
I dropped it. I dropped it.
I dropped it too.
Yeah.
I stopped reacting to it. I still watched the whole season, but to be honest, I don't know how to feel about season 2. The only reason I'm gonna I might watch season 2 is because Hiroki Saiwano is gonna do the opening and ending.
And the main vocalist from Jinken Johnny. Yep, man with the mission.
Okay, so
my God, looking forward to
Okay, so
Yeah.
wait, hold on. I didn't hear very good things about No Guns. Like, what exactly made you guys like drop it? Is there no?
It just lulled at the point.
Slow, very slow.
It's very bland. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I was just hoping
it's hard to get into. It's like I don't know. It's hard to like.
I think
I liked the first like episode or two, and then I don't know. It just fell flat. Yeah, it just
drop off.
Yeah.
It was not. I
yeah.
didn't think it was that bad, but it was just very very underwhelming. Especially as it comes from Madhouse, and it did have some nice stuff that I like, the sort of animation wise, but it wasn't something that something that I see from the sort of layback. It couldn't even amount to the quality that I've seen like in Black Lagoon or something like Trigun or something like let's say Gungrave.
Yeah, like all those British shows.
Yeah, like the old school Madhouse at the time.
Yeah.
That it just couldn't amount to that. It's not like it's all downright it's unwatchable. It's just not. It's just very very underwhelming. And
I feel like Madhouse is kind of going downhill lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Madhouse was my favorite. Madhouse is one of my favorite ones.
They're still great with Chihaya, but
Yeah.
I definitely
remember.
Yeah.
Remember
and
when
it
they
plays
were
further
still
than the universe. Plays further than the universe. Was
I
good.
think it was after Hunter x Hunter 2011 and One Punch Man that they just started rolling downhill at that point.
There's
With
been some
the exception of
exceptions
Chihaya.
though.
Yeah.
Besides like Chihaya Furu,
Yeah,
plays further than the universe.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Boogie Pop for me was kind of a disappointment.
Boogie Pop was just it had a nice opening, a really catchy opening. But I'm just gonna tell you right now, the original Boogie Pop was not that much better. I watched because I actually watched that before I watched the
remake.
Yeah.
The remake.
Trust me, it's not. Trust me, it's so ambiguous because it's trying to construct. It's trying to like the original one tried to tell one-off stuff in an anachronological way, but even with the anachronological stuff, that's done a lot better in Baikano and Monogatari and the Monogatari series, and so I didn't even have anything to be impressed with that. And it's just so vague because there's no characters to really give a crap about, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no sense. Like the central character, Boogie Pop, rarely even shows up, which is the bad part.
I mean, only for like the first few episodes. Like, and Boogie Pop is such a weird show because like the first, you see like the second arc had completely different characters and a completely different story than the first arc, and it's like it was such a confusing show. Like that's kind of like one reason why I dropped it.
I dropped it too.
The only improvement, the difference between two is that the better visuals on one, and they did have some nice parts because the animation that one, the style of it reminded me of Parasite the Maximus, which was one of my all-time favorite shows. Like it was one of the best for me, and it just wasn't there for me in terms of trying to tell a story. And the way the script is, like, it's just all the conflict, and all of a sudden Boogie Pop sweeps out of nowhere and solves it all without much of an impact on things. And I'm just like, what?
Where'd you come from?
Where'd you come from? Did you just teleport or something? It was really perplexing. Like, I can't say that's good storytelling, to be honest. When you're so lost.
Poor Aoi Yuki. That show just wasted her.
Yeah, I mean, Aoi Yuki is quite the voice actor. I mean, I know Oliver knows about this when she voices.
Yeah, she voices Tiamat.
I was talking to Oliver. She voices Hibiki in Civil Gear, and boy, she does quite a bit of a role there. She also voices Madoka in Madoka Namesake series too. And the fact that her voice actor's role kind of got wasted in that is not a very good thing. Not a really good feeling, to be honest. But enough talk about those. It's live because I might skip that, to be honest. I might just check that out. I might even just check out the first episode, see if I even care at all. Maybe listen to the opening ending, and then if it doesn't interest you, just nope. Just
Pull the plug.
I don't know if you guys talked about Appare Ranman.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that show.
Ooh! I was about to talk about.
It's like the race. It's like the race from like New York to Los Angeles or something.
The wacky race.
Yeah, people are saying it's like they're saying it's like Steel Ball Run from JoJo.
Oh, okay.
You know why I wanna watch this though, because it has something that makes me feel like that sort of feel that I get when I was watching Samurai Champloo, and that show was dope. And and while it's not by the same director, the sort of setup is sort of there. There's kind of like you see the key visuals, right? And the key visuals and how there's like sort of a samurai sort of field and sort of like
it seems like there's a bunch of different kinds of characters.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like those like cartoon episodes where like all these characters are like racing with crazy like over the top vehicles.
Like some red line type.
Yeah, it looks like it has a lot of charm to it.
Redline was fun.
The thing with PA Works though, especially with their originals.
Yeah, they're hit or miss with it.
Yeah, like
it's a miss.
I mean, what Fairy Gone, I did not like at all.
No. I tried to watch. I did watch season 2 just to see if it improved.
No.
Fairy Gone.
So I didn't like Fairy Gone, and then there was that one Sirius the Jaeger, which wasn't like that bad.
Oh, I actually enjoyed Sirius Jaeger, but it wasn't that particularly amazing. It was alright.
It was okay.
I just wish the story would have been longer.
I feel like their best original as of late was
Nagino Sakura?
No, more recent, like Kuro Mukuro. The one with like the samurai robots.
The samurai robots? Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's
yeah. I see it right
that was one that I kind of liked. But I think they had that. They had that.
I still need to check that out.
I think that I liked. It was called Iroduku, The World in Colors. I think I liked that one actually more than Kuromukuro, and that was an original.
I actually did not like Iroduku, unfortunately. I just feel like.
It wasn't like I'm saying I liked it more than Kuromukuro. So that was, and even then, like, it wasn't like obviously amazing, but it was okay. It was okay for me. But like,
by the way, Irozuku Sekai,
Fairy Gone was a gone from the start. Nice one.
What were you saying, Mad Lad?
Irozuku Sekai, I actually been to the location where the anime took place.
You did post it. That was really nice, honestly.
Yeah.
It was in Nagasaki. So I mean I like the show. It's just very wholesome.
Yeah, I mean, but like that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like with PA Works original,
they focus on wholesome.
Yeah, I mean, and like they're hit or miss. Yeah, like
the best one is always Nakino Asakara.
I still have the fond memories. I still have my fond experience with Angel Beats, even though I don't rate it as high anymore. To be honest, it's one of the more memorable sort of PA works that I've watched.
And another.
Yeah.
I don't have a particular. Another I didn't have a really positive opinion about, but I did see where it wanted to go with it. It did have its good parts. I just didn't.
How about
like
Charlotte?
Charlotte, I did not like.
I liked Charlotte until like the last. Yeah, I like Charlotte until like
He rusted.
I think what we'll probably see. I think there's a new Key visual novel that came out lately. It's called like Summer Pockets. I think that's what it's called. That'll probably get an adaptation from PA Works. I would say because they usually
assuming they want to do it while they
adapt all the Key. They adapt all the Key works usually like.
Oh, okay.
Which I think what was it? What was the one that got adapted? That was a Key work, but it wasn't by PA Works. It was Island. I think it was Island.
Oh, yo,
Island.
When we shitted on Island.
I know. Me and Kwai shitted on Island.
Island.
I swear, I just did not.
You shit on an island?
Yeah, we shit.
I'm kidding.
We basically we did not like how that turned out. Like I was just hoping for some emotional impact. It was just so weird. I just felt
weird.
That was such a weird show.
It was just dabbing here and there with the whole thing, and no emotional impact behind it whatsoever. I was more lost than ever.
And the whole lolly turning into like this big titty thing. It's just like what?
Wait.
You don't remember that from Island?
I saw it. Yeah, I remember, but it's just it's just something that I don't remember that well.
The main, not the main girl, the side girl, the priest girl, whoever.
Blue boobs.
For the first half of the show, she's flat, and then they go to this weird reality thing.
The alternate
the
alternate world
reality
thing or whatever.
And suddenly, she's got
that was a pointless segment. I don't even know. At this point, they're just tossing in things like that. They're just chugging, just like, hey, take my damn hand-me-downs. Go ahead. Like.
Honestly, I think all I remember from Island was that weird sex scene with like the main character.
I remember that too. Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, I remember. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on? The whole thing's black. The half of the screen's
black. Before you realize. That was the only good part of the show. Was that part?
Wait, what's the anime called again? What's the
anime?
Island.
Yeah.
Island?
Based on a visual novel.
Which is probably a lot better.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
yeah.
I dropped it.
Well, good. Don't come back to it. Don't come back to it. Drop it and run away. Leave behind in the dust. That's all I can say.
Okay.
So another show that I don't know if you guys talked about yet because I was gone for like a little bit.
Wait.
Called Fugo KG Balance Unlimited from Cloverworks.
Yeah. I am
You see the girl in the image holding an RPG?
Yes.
What?
Oh yeah. How have I noticed that? How have I not noticed that until now?
I was streaming. I remember streaming it, and I was just like,
that
and I
girl
didn't remember
right there. There's something.
How have I not noticed that until now?
Oh man.
Which one is this?
It's called Fugo KG Balance Unlimited from Cloverworks.
Oh boy, it's
like detective shows can be hit or miss, but
yeah,
I mean it's Cloverworks, and I feel like
I feel
like it could be good. I
think okay. I'm just gonna say this right now. The key visual, you see the way the two are sitting. That's Fujoshi bait. The Fujoshi is really going fucking crazy on this one.
What are you talking about? There's nothing gay about
I mean, look at Bungo Stray Dogs. Look at like.
I know. Bungo Stray Dogs is great, but I don't know about this one. But I'll just swear.
Because that's like a detective one, and this is like kind of the same. Obviously,
yeah,
I don't think they have supernatural abilities. It doesn't look.
No,
like
I don't think. No, I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm pretty sure they don't.
Here's a funny thing about Bungo Stray Dog. Like back in Japan, I was actually my part-time job was actually to assist with some Japanese student with the English. And when I say what's my favorite anime, I said Bungo Stray Dog, and they also say, oh, my favorite show is also Bungo Stray Dog. But they also said, do you like boys? I was like, no.
She's like, what? Wait, what?
The girls asked me because it's very popular with the girls in Japan. And when I asked some of the otaku girls in Japan, they say what anime do you like? I say they say I like Bungo Stray Dog. I say I like Bungo Stray Dog too. Oh, do you like gays?
Is it like surprising? Is it like surprising there, like for guys to watch Bungo Stray Dogs?
It is.
No.
Oh, really?
Oh,
that was like a thing with me, like on my Chihaya Furu videos. Like people were like, I got like a couple comments like, I'm surprised to see guys are watching this show. I'm like, is it really that surprising?
That's surprising.
It's not that surprising. It's not. I don't find it surprising.
I like Japan. Mostly girls maybe watch it or something.
It's mostly girls.
No, it's official, guys. We're gay now, so.
Oh, right. Oh, wow. No wonder why they're not.
I haven't seen Bungo Stray Dogs, so you guys can.
No wonder why. No wonder why they're not.
More girls watch JoJo in Japan than boys.
Wow. That's
more girls watch JoJo.
No wonder
I want to
why.
say I'm surprised, but I'm not really. I don't think.
No wonder.
So they were.
Man.
So they were really surprised that I watched Bungo Stray Dog. I was like, what's wrong with Bungo Stray Dog? I love Bungo Stray Dog.
Right. Great.
Yeah.
I love Bungo Stray Dogs too. I really liked the sort of thing. I actually like this a lot more than Keika. I like the Bungo Stray Dogs more than Keika Sensei, which was also similar. It's actually like Bungo Stray Dogs actually came after Keika Sensei. Keika Sensen, I think that's how you call it. It's the setup is similar, but I feel like the sort of story development and the characters are not as good, as opposed to what some people may say. No. I feel like Bungo Stray Dogs is just better because there's a little bit more style. There's a little bit more, more to like from those characters as opposed to the ones in Kekkon Sensei. And the second season of Kekkon Sensei did not really advance the story, as opposed to Bungo Stray Dogs
season 2 of Kekkon Sensei apparently actually followed the manga. The first season didn't really follow it as closely.
Yeah, but the problem is it's still
weird because season 2 feels I mean, I guess all of Kekkon Sensei feels episodic.
Yeah, but Bungo Stray Dogs feels like a legit engaging story
progressing.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's why I don't like it when people say that Kekkon Sensei is better than Bungo Stray Dogs. At very least, you cannot put one over the other because of the format. But I like Bungo Stray Dogs a lot more.
I like Bungo Stray Dogs a lot more
because they actually have a story going on. They actually have a main character.
Characters.
I like Atsushi, to be honest, because the way he interacts with the characters, like the way he saved Kyoka, is because he can sort of relate to her because he felt the same way. He experienced the same sort of things as her, and so when he reaches out to people like that, and people can bitch about the whole thing, like why he acts the way he is. I mean, but because he's been treated the way he is, and the flashbacks can be a little bit unnerving, but you gotta be reminded that this young man went through a lot prior to joining the agency, and
that was like the main complaint through like the entirety of season 1. That's what the main thing that people.
I will say season 3 was a little bit weak, but wasn't that bad.
Season 2 is my favorite season.
Season 2 is my favorite. Season 2 is my favorite.
I cannot pick between season 1 and season 2. I kind of like both.
Because I mean, season 2 you have like the stuff.
Danzai was
the backstory, and then you have the Fitzgerald feud.
Fitzgerald
came back in season 3. I was like,
I was all for it.
Yeah.
I thought I hated him, but I'm just like he came back in season 3. I was like, oh yeah, I actually liked him. He just played.
We didn't hear a word you said right there. At least I did.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one.
Completely
It was the most important part too. What were you saying?
Oh,
What you say?
can you guys hear me or something? Or
We didn't hear you for that.
We didn't hear you at all.
oh, okay. So I was just like, oh yeah, because the way he played.
Yeah, like that. You cut out again. You cut out again.
Censored.
Oh, yeah.
You got censored.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you said you thought you didn't like him that much, and then
when he came back in season 3 and the way he conducted himself, I was like, oh yeah, like I like this guy. So
Yeah.
all right, there we got it.
I think the mic
got it.
I think the mic couldn't handle the part when I said it was
All
like,
right. So before I kind of we should probably like end Bungle Straight off the discussion. We've gotten off way talk.
yeah, that's how much we like it. That's how much we like it, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but going back to the show we were talking about, like I mean, I think it looks decent enough. Like yeah, there isn't a PV for it, but it looks like one of those like realistic action type shows. So I think
I think it's like
I'll give up first episode.
Yeah.
I think it's based on a novel. I think it's based on like an actual novel, like not like a light novel or a manga. It's like
just a novel. It says.
Yeah, and
which
to
is
be
interesting.
honest, like after Go Babylonia, I'm excited for anything else Cloverworks does.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I want to see this chick with the RPG, man. Like, I'm gonna go into the first episode. Just like, let me see
No,
something.
the first episode better come with her blasting some rocket and causing a huge ass explosion to end a case or the episode. It better be that
Well,
one.
got him.
I mean, it
or
better
something, I don't know.
happen. If it does not happen, I'll be disappointed. But it's not like I'm just like,
We
oh,
need to see her soon. I mean, she's already best girl. Like, what did you talking about?
So you'll be on the Thursday. You'll be on the Thursday or the Friday. Wait, on the Thursday.
Well, wait. I gotta see when the shows do air. I don't know if
it's on them.
So for us, it's gonna be probably 2 days or a day or two before. Okay.
This is my list for next season. So yeah. I got everything written down.
All right.
Nice.
Well, I do want to still talk about some of the prayer stuff. Like I know we haven't really divulged much into Tower of God. So if you want to say anything else, do you want to just go into it?
There is one show I wanted to talk about before we get into like some of the bigger ones because I don't think we've talked about like Oregairu or anything. Like,
I don't think we talk about it.
Wait, totally skip that one.
There's
Origami is a big show, to be fair, though.
Yeah. The one I want to talk about real quick. It's from Doga Kobo. It's called Yesterday. Whoa, you taught. Yeah. This looks like it doesn't look like a Doga Kobo show. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say, I guess. Because we're used to with Doga Kobo like cute girls doing cute things and all, but this one actually looks like it may be like kind of like a serious sort of plot. It says it's like a coming of age story, so that sounds kind of cool. And I think it's actually I think it's from the new game director actually. And
Yeah,
like the new game team.
Okay.
So
and
I'm
also
really looking. If you see the preview for this, it looks
gorgeous.
Yeah,
and
it looks
the
really
director of GJ Club, which I did watch. It was a nice little cute show. It's kind of like a sort of a school club sort of thing. It was really nice. It wasn't something particularly amazing, but it was one of those, and I did like how it finished. Although I
think this focuses on some college students, so it's not like. Because Doga Kobo, it's usually like middle school, high school students, like cute girls doing cute things, But like this, I know New Game had some characters that were like in college and stuff. But like this one, it seems like I think there's like 2 university students or something like that, or former.
It says here the coming of age story follows a university graduate named Ritsuku, who has not been able to find permanent employment after college. A mysterious woman named
That's most of us.
Who has a pet crow? Who has a pet crow? And Ritsuku's former university classmate, Shinako? Yeah.
Shinako.
And that's it.
The synopsis
I would watch the preview. I would watch the preview. The preview, like, I don't know, just like the visuals.
I'm not gonna play it because of copyright.
Yeah, don't
stuff,
play that.
so.
Yeah, don't play it on the stream.
Don't play it.
Don't play on the stream. No.
What's up, Madland?
I had to say something first about seeing yesterday for me or Utano. No, yesterday or that day, I've been reading the manga.
Oh, really?
The first,
you like it?
The first 10 chapters only, just to get the feel.
You like it so far?
It's very slow. It's very slow. It's more like of those.
Okay.
It's a lot of mature stuff talking. A lot of mature stuff, so I kind of like it.
So yeah, I might.
I just saw Kana Hanazawa plays one of the main girls.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why I'm also looking forward to it. That's why I'm looking forward to it.
That's cool.
Well, when you get to see the voice actors go into action, that's when you know that they're gonna try their best, regardless of how the story pans out. At least there is something with that.
And
well,
Yume Miyamoto plays the main girl with the crow. She plays like Rika and Gridman.
I kind of get the feeling like just from the synopsis and the teaser, it's gonna hit us in the feels like probably later on.
It will.
I would not doubt that at all. The way it is.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it for real.
Oh yeah.
I want to see. Never mind. I feel.
All right. So now, what? Tower of God.
Yeah.
Tower of God. Let's go.
Tower of God.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, you guys go ahead. And I know I'm someone from a different perspective, but go.
So I don't know anything about. I mean,
I
I
don't know anything either.
Yeah, I watched the trailer.
I know nothing.
I watched the trailer.
I haven't seen the trailer at all, so
I think I watched one of the trailers because I think there's like a bunch of trailers. I only watched like
two.
Yeah, I watched either the first or the second one, and I was like commenting about like something I noticed is like with the towers.
I've been reading them.
Like each of them has their own different like environment and like
it's slow.
It's like each tower is like, or each level is a different world.
Okay. So that's
what I've heard. And that someone told me that Tower of God is kind of similar to One Piece in a fact that like like with each people call it Tower of God the One Piece of manhwa. That's pretty much what they. That's what they say. I know there's a lot of.
I think I've heard about that.
Yeah, there's a ton of content out for it, but it's like each floor, like they're like there for a long time, pretty much. You know, like I haven't read or watched anything with One Piece, but like One Piece arcs are pretty long, where they're in like where they're at one island for like a while, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how Tower of God is, in the fact that like, okay, they're on this level. You know, whether it's like the first level or the second level, it's like a whole world to explore, pretty much, is, I guess, the concept of it. So, because I was like, when I was watching the trailer, I was like, okay, I'm seeing like these different environments and different kinds of like looks to like these levels or whatever. I was like, is it like a SAO kind of thing where they're going level to level to level to level? And then people were telling me like, no, it's actually like way more expansive than that. It's like a whole world for them to explore on each floor. I was like, okay, that sounds really interesting.
My sub told me the same thing. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've just heard really good things. I know the first season is only going to be like, I think 12 episodes.
Yeah.
So, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of chapters. So we're not going to obviously get that much into it with the first season. It's just kind of going to be like a taste of how Tower of God is, but I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, I will probably react to it.
I will probably react to it too. I will say that.
I think everyone's gonna react to it. All the react to it.
Because I mean, everyone's literally freaking talking about it. And but all right, here's the thing. I will admit that just 12 episodes is kind of a little bit of a waste, because I feel like at least it would try to do 2 core, because I feel like it like 12 episodes too small a sample, considering what kind of what kind of story it is. What really kind of throws me off is, here's the thing, I'm not so sure how to feel about the sort of design, the animation designs. Like, the monsters look cool. The human characters, on the other hand, I frankly don't know how to feel about those. I just feel like they just don't feel like they just really pop up. It doesn't really look like they have much flash to it, as opposed to most other shows. To be honest,
I have to say that characters don't need to be flashy. Honestly,
though at least action wise, but it just doesn't feel like anything like particularly what the kind of animation that will grip you in the moment or something. I could be wrong, but it's just that it doesn't have a really good impression. Now, to be fair, this may be just kind of how it is, because considering it is a shonen technically, and it is there's a battle, sort of a power up coming of age thing, so I can kind of get by that. I just feel like maybe it would have needed more episodes, or maybe could have just went like what Boku no Hero Academia did first off, where it starts off with a single core and then maybe just kind of go into maybe the next season, if it does, try to go with multi-core seasons and gets better. But I don't know yet. So I'm not trying to have too high expectations going into this one.
I think a lot of people are going to have high expectations for this one though, because everyone's hyped it up. And
especially Crunchyroll.
Especially Crunchyroll. What you should never ever do is hype up a show, because that's.
Wait. Oh yeah. I was told Crunchyroll is doing it, and right now because they're co-producing it, I don't feel. That's how I feel a little bit uneasy about, because some Crunchyroll is producing it. And I'm frankly I don't know.
Now saying that, just remember, Dr. Stone was done by Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but it worked out for what it is because of the tone it had, the identity it has. I don't know if Tower of God would work out with the way it is. It worked out for Dr. Stone. I don't know about Tower of God yet. But I mean,
I think a lot of shows that Crunchyroll hype up is just like hit or miss.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it is based off a really popular manhwa, so I can kind of get
manhwa. A Korean
magazine, thankfully not a Chinese manga, thankfully.
Oh, okay, I see how it is.
Sorry, I like that, but I just don't want to have too high hopes on this one. Like, I do think I will still enjoy it to a certain degree. I just don't think I will enjoy it as much as most people were gassing up about. I just want to just go at it with an indifferent sort of, mindset and see where it goes from there. Cause
at the very least, we'll just see what all the hype is about.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand there will be emotions because it's literally someone called Bam finding trying to follow his girlfriend who already went ahead into the tower. I was wondering how they ended up in the tower in the first place, because if the way it shows is as if they were born like living in this tower. So I'm not super sure.
Maybe they are. Who knows? We can't.
Yeah, we don't.
Maybe there's some sort of big old experiment of warriors or something. But I'm just guessing at this point. Just throwing ideas. at this point.
What I have heard is that one of the people that have been hyping it up really, really much out of us reactors is LAR Games. LAR Games. LAR Games has.
He's been hyping it up.
He's been hyping it up because he's been reading it and he's going to watch it as well. So he says it's really, really good. So we'll see. We'll soon see. See what he says.
Yeah, it's always nice for LAR Games to actually enjoy an anime.
Does he even enjoy? Well.
Yeah, you can't talk.
The thing is, I enjoy bad. The thing is, I still enjoy bad shows. Even then, I still try to whenever I can.
Well,
it's just that when it comes down to how much enjoyment value matters or something like that, that's when it is. I'm just too critical for my own good. I will admit that.
Yeah, you are a bit too critical.
Yeah. But the thing is, when you've watched too many shows for your own good, it tends to come out that way.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I've now watched 665 shows.
Wow. Okay.
which is barely anything really.
Yeah.
But
that's still quite a bit.
That's kind of a lot.
That's still quite a bit though.
Like over 200. Like
That's a good amount.
I haven't seen over 200 yet.
wait, no, I mean like 200 shows in my life.
I mean, sorry,
So-
I haven't seen over 1,000 yet. I should say,
oh, okay.
not 200. I didn't want to. I was
You
thinking,
confused the hell out of me.
yeah,
He was like,
I realized what I was because my thought process, like you know, when you're sometimes thinking and another thought pops into your head. So,
Yeah.
so I was sort of like saying something, and then my brain said something else. So,
Okay,
like,
yeah,
all good,
I
man.
get
Don't worry.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
All right.
Yeah.
Can we talk about fruits baskets? Because I want to say why
Yes,
I
yeah.
like this as a shoujo series, even though I'm not really I'm not really a fan of the shoujo genre, because of what it's masking. Like it's nice and charming. Like the characters are all nice underneath. Well, except for one. But the thing is, like you can just kind of really relate to them in a way. It's just a very, very nice exploration of the characters, their struggles, their personalities, and all, and how Toru is able to reach out to them. I like Toru's role. I like how it was more justified than in the original version, which is why the director, the one who is supervising this show, is the very creator of the Fruits Baskets manga herself.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
The thing is that going into this second season of Fruits Basket, you remember how dark the first season was, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Fruits Baskets
It
is
gets
hiding.
darker.
It's going to get really dark.
Oh, I can see
Going
it.
Yeah,
forward.
because they're gonna go more into the curse and all that probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, based on
Yeah.
we saw the trailer,
That's what
right?
I've been told.
We saw the trailer. Like we know shit's gonna go down. Like we
Yeah.
already
Oh,
had.
yeah.
Like this is gonna be a lot. It's gonna play with our emotions a lot. I mean, and this is something I feel like shoujo should be like it. I know it's sort of like a dark, like it's a low key dark twist. Like you go into there, you think it's innocent and all the way it starts out, and then you realize there's just a sinister thing with the curse and all underlying, and it's just like, oh crap, this is actually just interesting. I have to really know what happens here.
I agree because I haven't seen the original manga. Well, I haven't read the original manga, and I've not seen the original anime, so
Yeah,
I'm totally blind going forward with the entire of Fruits Basket. Well, obviously, I'm not blind of season 1, but season 2, I'm just like, I have no idea what's going to happen next.
yeah.
Actually, I'm looking forward to season 2 because there's actually one character that could potentially become a best girl of all times.
Oh,
Okay, dog. The dog.
is she's new?
She's a
She's
new
a
one?
new character.
Oh, that was the girl we saw at the end of the first
Yes.
season. Yes, in the hospital. In the hospital.
Yes, she's gonna be the best girl. She could
shit.
potentially be. She can potentially be.
Yeah, I remember like in the season 1
Oh dear.
finale, like
Yes.
people in my comment section were like really hyped about her.
Which one? I don't.
The
don't
girl
have
they
it.
showed at the end of season 1 in the hospital bed.
Hospital room. In the hospital bed.
Wait, who? What was? Did they tell you what the name of that person?
Isuzu already like on it was like last year. Isuzu Soma.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So we're gonna. This is gonna be interesting then, because we're gonna get
She's
into
gonna be
more.
my best girl.
I mean, it's not like they have a really, really nice cast. I just like Toru more because she's literally the one just connecting them all, and she has some great, and she has some of the two best friends
I'm
was having
really
too.
scared. You know what? I'm really scared for Toru and her 2 friends in season 2.
Oh, me too, man. I'm literally just I'm
Because
like
I had to quickly look it up again, the characters' names, because we know that Shigure Soma, the guy in charge, pretty much, the one that's letting Toru stay, he's got plans for her. Like he's admitted he's got plans for her, and he knows that it's going to not only piss off like Toru, it's going to piss off like everyone else.
Yes.
And it's like because throughout season 1, like we kept hearing about like, oh, I've got plans, and like it doesn't come about because obviously it's going to be a season 2 thing. but you just go, what is he planning? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
This is going to be just this is just gonna be one hell of an emotional ride, and this is something I don't usually, I don't really buy into, the sappiness of most shoujos, but this is one where I can get by because this is some like serious stuff that is going on compared to the most others that I've seen. Like it's just something where it just makes you feel worried because you've already can get attached to the characters, and then when shit's gonna go down, you're just praying nothing bad happens to them, even though something bad is probably going to happen.
Something bad is going to happen. We all know that. And considering the fact there's also the other, I don't know if she's a chick or if it's a guy.
Akito from what I was told, it's a chick. From what I was told. Yeah, because the original got it so wrong and made her a guy. But she's really a chick.
Yeah, I think Artico is going to become like the biggest villain there is throughout.
I did hear she was going to get redeemed in one way or another, but I don't know if it's going to be this season.
Well, at the very least, so far she's the main villain. Because I don't really count Shigure as a villain yet because we don't know what he's planning.
Yeah, the thing is, like, Akito is just like gets on my nerves a lot. Like, man,
don't get me started with her.
Man, I just like, I could like when they do start to focus on her, maybe I would think otherwise. But right now, like the way she just manipulates the somas is just like it's just awful. And the fact that she does it like out of some sort of emotions or selfishness or whatnot. And frankly, I don't know. And frankly, I don't know much about the details as to why.
We don't. Well, unless you've read the source material, like you don't know.
I actually have, but I'm only stuck at where the last season ended, and I just stopped there. There wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I did with Dr. Stone after season 1 ended. I read up to where season 1 kind of ended, minus a few chapters. So yeah.
I know Kwai probably isn't really caught up on really touched Fruits Baskets much. I've
only watched like the first 4 episodes, and then I just kind of stopped after that.
Okay.
I mean, you can watch on your. I think there's time to watch on your on your own.
You've got 6 days. You've got 6 days until second season starts airing. So
yeah.
Man, maybe I'll pick it back up.
I feel like this is really gonna test Toru's personnel because she has to play in this one, and Akito's gonna be a tough nut to crack.
Yeah, and I still remember the scene vividly when what's the name of the cat again?
Cat.
Kyo.
Yeah.
Oh, that very last episode.
Yeah, the very last episode.
Or second to last
episode when he totally loses control.
Oh god, that was
goes after him.
Emotional. That was emotional.
And then he just goes whack. That's like, and she just goes flying. As like you just think like surely she's dead from a hit that, but no, she just gets back up, walks straight back up to him again.
Because they're not gonna kill off like that. I mean,
she's the main character, right?
Yeah.
Like I can't even remember if she broke any bones from that.
I'm pretty sure she got badly injured at least, but it didn't show. At this point, it's kind of like those moments where you don't really care about pain. You just want to reach out to someone who is hurting more mentally. Yeah, and that's what she was trying to do, and that's what I give her credit for. And what she's just like, I just want to be with you. Like, it's fine. She was just trying to comfort and kill, like, just that emotional moment right there. It just hit me. It's just like I'm actually tearing up just remembering that, man. I swear.
And the fact that like afterwards when he returns back to normal and he like realizes what he's done, like it just like totally breaks him as well.
Yeah, it was just one of those, just like, he just feels so responsible and there was no control about it. It's just that guilty feeling.
If that scene mess this up emotionally. I hear season 2 is gonna be
season two. I just hope.
Just like, are you serious? Like,
I just hope. I just really hope I don't just go ballistic on emotions, and I don't try to show emotions as much. But when I get riled up, I try to I really have to restrain myself from costing myself a few $100s.
The other thing I'm kind of worried about.
Like a baby.
The other thing
better reaction.
Yeah. What I'm kind of worried about, and I'm kind of worried Fruits Basket is going to go in this direction, is that they, at some point, because it's a shoujo? Yeah. They're going to start killing people off.
Oh dear.
Wait, for which? For this?
For Fruits Basket, I'm expecting characters to die.
You think they're gonna kill characters off?
I don't think they're gonna go that way, but I feel like somebody's gonna get seriously hurt.
It seems like Memory and Mad Lad knows a thing or two about what's going to happen. So, yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that someone's going to get killed. I don't know who.
What if like the first few episodes, like
nobody's. I don't think.
No one's gonna pull a Mommy Tomoe. Okay.
I don't think it's gonna go that far. I hope it doesn't go that far.
I'm pretty sure it won't, but I'm pretty sure someone's gonna get really, really emotionally hurt by someone or something.
Injured. I honestly, if I'm going to not out of the Somas, but if I have to pick off anyone that may get either really seriously injured or get killed off, it will be one of Toru's friends.
Oh dear.
Oh wow. I could see where you're going with that.
That's my bet. Is that one of those two, either the goth girl or the biker chick, will get killed off.
And you know what sucks is because they suffered a lot as well before they
they've
parted
already suffered a lot as well, but. It's in a show like in Fruits Baskets, I'm kind of expecting it.
Oh, I remember liking the biker chick, like when I watched the first few.
Oh, it was great. It was good. But I mean, the Telekinetic Girls one was really good too. Like both were good. They were equal.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like all the characters are great. That's why it's going to be really depressing when they end up killing someone.
Oh dear, if that's gonna happen, I'm not sure how.
I just hope they don't. I literally just hope they don't. I don't have no knowledge about it, but
I love all the characters.
So what, you think like Akito would try to go after Toru's friends who like have nothing to do with the Zodiacs though?
It doesn't. No, neither does Toru. That's the thing. But
Toru's involved with the Zodiacs, but I mean, so she kind of does have something to do with them now. So you're saying if Akito wanted to get at Toru, she could do that to her friend.
Yeah.
I don't know if she'd go that far. I hope not, but...
Well, come on. We've seen it happen with other villains in other shows that they go after the friends.
Yeah, but...
And it's like...
I don't know.
But it's not necessarily But it's not necessarily... I know we say in other shows, but it's not like they actually do it that... They actually have a good script, necessarily, because of that.
Alright, but if something does happen... And we come back to the podcast, I'm going to be like, I told you so.
I know.
Well, fuck.
I told you so.
Yeah, well, brace yourselves for that.
I'll see you in my comment section below.
We'll see. Well, for sure, man.
All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Oregairu.
There you go.
Isn't this the finale?
Get delayed. Good thing it didn't get delayed.
Oh yeah.
Isn't this the last? Isn't this the?
I think it should be the last season.
It's the last season.
Oh boy.
My teen romantic comedy snafu.
So let me see.
It does say climax here, so yeah.
I know all about the climax.
Just don't quite. Just don't. Please don't.
No. Not on the live stream, Kai.
We don't even go here. Okay, so the director for this one apparently so I've seen he's basically returning from the second season. I'm trying to see what else he did. He was actually directed Outbreak Company and Kenobi and Hinamatsuri.
Hinamatsuri.
Yeah. So I'm wondering like what direction he's gonna go with here. That's kind of just something
sad direction.
A really sad direction.
Yeah.
I mean, it will come down to
which ship is gonna sail.
Which ones are gonna sink.
It's gonna be Yukino, obviously.
It probably will be.
Yukino.
I'm all in for the ship for Yukino, but I feel like a lot of them's gonna get we're gonna get a nasty twist. But I don't know because I
hope
frankly
with season 3 I can definitely decide on who is my favorite girl because I flip flop between Yukino and Yui like still to this day.
I just don't want it.
Some days I say Yukino and then some days I say Yui. It's just like
yeah.
And then if anyone says Iroha, they're just wrong. like I'm sorry, if Iroha is your number 1 out of the 3, like you're just.
But okay, but Iroha is not a bad girl. I just don't see the ship.
I know she's not. I'm just saying in comparison to Yukino and Yui, though, like
compare.
No, she's just no.
There's no. I don't see it either.
I
mean, I don't want this going like the manga of Gotobu no Hanayome did in the finale. If anyone's finished that.
Favorite game?
The Gotobu no Hanayome. I actually finished the manga. Ramen posted. Ramen, when he was still around, he ranted about it, and saying something about why he did not particularly like it. And I hope it doesn't turn out this way, but it's just like I hope the creator knows what he's doing here. But so this is gonna be one heck of a finale, but
who knows?
I mean, yeah. I'm
really looking forward to it though, man. Yeah. I'm gonna try and rewatch the first 2 seasons before it gets here because I think we have like 9 or 10 days.
Yeah, same here.
I don't even remember what happened at the end of the second season.
Well, I knew it was emotional for sure.
I have not seen it at all, so I can't say anything.
If Hiroha is the author's best girl, would you rather have a nobody wins scenario by Mouse?
To the opening.
The author is wrong.
I would not want a nobody wins scenario with Oregairu.
Dude, that's gonna be someone wins, someone's gonna win.
That's the problem. That's the problem with the authors. Well, let's just trust to hope the authors know what he's doing. I mean, I can trust in the director here. I mean, because I felt
is it by what's her name
again? Nagi.
Yeah.
Nagi. I'm looking forward to the opening. I love the second opening.
I love her voice. I love her voice.
I love the second opening.
Wait, who?
Yagi Nana. What is it?
Nagi
Yanagi.
Yeah. This is like a tongue twister.
Did she send the OP?
She did. Yeah. I think she did season 1 and season 2 OP, and then like
that's true. Yuri. I know we didn't
the Kino's Journey OP, which is like amazing.
I loved it.
That she did.
Also, the ending. The ending will be done by the voice actor of Yukina and Yui. Yukino and Yui, the ending theme.
Oh, that'd be cool. That would definitely be pretty cool.
Yeah, the ending theme will be sang by the voice actor themselves. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it for Oregairu. I mean, we is pretty much what to expect. And
I'm still surprised Oregairu got a season 3 in the first place. Because last time I heard, there wasn't even enough source material for like a second season.
Well, they did finish it, so.
I think it's I think it's over. Is it or no?
The light novel did finish.
They just have kept delaying the light novel release. I think the volume.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who watched Kingdom?
Not me.
Oh no, I
heard the anime was actually terrible.
Ah, okay.
For which one? The Owari no Seraph?
No, the Kingdom.
No, Kingdom.
Oh, Kingdom.
I heard the manga is like
far superior.
I heard the first season. I heard the first season was awful. I was told the second season was actually. I
heard the second season gets better. Yeah, but it's crazy. Like Kingdom is like I think it's like a top like 10 selling manga in Japan like every year.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm still hesitant to really check out Kingdom, to be honest, because the first 2 seasons are like what 39 episodes each.
Yeah.
So I'm not so sure about
the way you are with CG. You won't like it. So just read the manga.
I will just check. I will just
I'll
check.
save you the time.
I would just, you know, I don't know, try to get some alcoholic drink and just try to make my way through it.
Oh, come on.
That's
Well, other than that, I'm looking forward to SAO mostly for next season.
Yes.
Yeah, there's that.
Yes.
There is that as well.
Kirito is coming
He has to come back, right? Like
I heard he's.
I mean, in the trailer, they pretty much, like, I mean, we already knew, but like, yeah, this man's coming back. It's about him. I mean, we got Asuna here now. We got Sinon.
There's something about. We got
like everyone here. It's about to be insane.
I've been told there'll be someone dying. So okay.
Oh great.
Well, we know it's gonna be.
I'm not even surprised because the War of Underworld. I mean,
basically.
People are dropping left and right. I'm just like, anybody could die. Like it feels like anybody could die.
This is normal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, the way it is and the way Kirito is depicted at some point, I feel like the heavens won't be just pierced. The heavens will be moved. That's how it just feels. There's something about this.
Oh my god.
There's just something about this that's just gonna be like this is gonna be one epic finale. That's just gonna really just make a good final shout to end the story and all. I did hear SAO is continuing with another little story, but that I don't see that getting adapted because Alchemization is a more fitting sort of finale to the entire story, to be honest.
Well, the light novel is still ongoing, so there'll be more.
Yeah, but that's for
as long as there's SAO content, I feel like they're gonna keep pumping it out. It might be a couple years until we see more after this, but
yeah, it's true.
As I see it, it's kind of like the Monogatari series. Like they bring out a new one every couple of years because they want to adapt everything. So. We won't see another Monogatari for another couple of years yet.
Yeah.
I really want to see more Monogatari.
Everyone wants to see more Monogatari.
Everyone wants to see the off-season stuff.
I need to finish the whole series, man. It's like I'm still stuck on second season.
I'm still halfway in second season. Yeah.
You guys,
Yuri says Day Live light novel finished and it was really good. Huh, that's pretty interesting.
Day Live is over. Day Live is over.
I did hear the conclusion was really good. But I'm frankly not a light novel reader though. Just if anything when it comes to source material, I'm mostly gonna just check out the manga, like to be honest. But yeah, I heard it was pretty good. And is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Oh wait, there's one more. There's one more, I think. Before we wrap up. It's called Listeners from Mappa.
Yeah. I was about to touch on that.
It's like a music one. It reminds me a lot of Eureka 7. And Eureka 7's like in my top 5 like all time. So I know this is probably not going to be on the level of Eureka 7, but it gives me those vibes. So
is Eureka 7 the same studio as Mappa?
No, this is Mappa.
No, Eureka 7 is Bones.
Bones, okay.
Like, yeah. But it does seem pretty interesting, like just like the setting and the kind of like concept, like.
Yeah, I was just reading it.
Yeah,
I'm getting like Carrot Tuesday feel to it too. From the
it feels like some sort of post-apocalyptic sort of setup.
I know there's two things I'm looking forward to: Mappa and rock music.
Yeah, it's like
rock.
It's just it's like crazy because it's like apparently in the world it's like music doesn't exist, so they're trying to get like music out there for the first time. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do.
I think Muyu, this girl, is probably connected to why the music no longer exists because she has some sort of empty auto input jack on her waist.
Oh my god, we're already making theories.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like from the I hate and love the fact that the synopsis alone is already giving us.
Another thing Another thing I forgot to mention is that the writer for this show is actually the writer for Eureka 7. So that's another thing that was.
Wait, the writer was which one?
The writer for the writer. His name's Dai Sato. He's like. He's in charge of the original story, the script, and the series composition for this. So pretty much what he did on Eureka 7, he's doing with this show. And this
He also did the script.
It's screaming by show.
He's done the scripts for episodes 9, 14, and 23 of Cowboy Bebop.
He's also he's a scriptwriter for.
He's a very famous. He's a popular writer like in Japan. He's
also Samurai Champloo too. I'm gonna like this one. I hopefully.
The voice actor for the main character is Emilia Megumi.
Yep.
Ria is doing the voice acting.
This is gonna be good.
There's some good Kana Hanazawa, I think, voices a character. There's some good voice actors in it for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool. This is.
I think Rai Takahashi's doing the ED.
We'll see how this. We're gonna see how this stands out. I mean, it is an anime original. We're gonna have to see how this plays out. Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
There's gonna be a lot of like different types of music that come out of the series. I heard like they have plans for like a lot of different kinds of songs, kind of like how Carol and Tuesday did that whole thing too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting.
I really hope so. Are you guys checking out Gleipnir?
Gleipnir.
I'm watching it.
Wait, you're watching it like right now? Like
no. Actually.
You're going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Also, I read the first 5 chapters of the manga just to see what it's all about.
Oh boy.
This looks like King's Game-esque. Or not King's Game, I mean Darwin's Game.
It at least looks very dark.
It kind of looks. I don't want to say edgy. I don't want to say edgy, but
the director also did Yona of the Dawn.
Here it is.
The director did Yona of the Dawn. Funny enough.
Yeah, let's just say it has more edgy in the show, and then
he's also done a little bit He's also been associated with One Out, which was actually one of my favorite shows. I generally fucking like this one. Even you don't have to be like baseball to enjoy One Outs. By the way, I would pretty much watch it again on a whim, and I have a playlist on. And there's a playlist on YouTube I can always go to if I want to watch it over again.
Okay, so how's Gleipnir like so far, Mad Lad?
Well, let's just say when I read the first 5 chapters, I can get a lot. Like it's basically Mirai Nikki feel to it.
Oh, great.
Huh. Okay, so it's gonna be dark, that's for sure. Probably a lot of violence.
Dark comedy.
This is the selling point. It has a lot of edgy stuff in this show.
So lots of ash.
Wait, does the guy actually turn into this like?
Yes.
Whatever this
mascot. Yes. Yes.
I don't even know like what is that? It looks like a.
I wish you could summon it like a stand. That would be cool.
I mean, the thing that confuses me is that the main girl, like in the both the PV and the poster, like the synopsis and the PV makes her seem like a complete twat. But like, is she gonna be like the main heroine or like the main villain? I'm not too sure. Like, she kind of seems like one of those characters that we might love to hate, or like that's at least the impression I'm getting.
Yeah. All I can say about her is that you're just gonna find her very interesting.
Interesting.
She is. Oh, okay. Well, I did already get a lowdown that she's basically gonna be one of those that just like torturing people. It just seems, based on what I'm seeing, that
it seems like it might be kind of edgy. I don't know.
Well, this is what's good. And I'm gonna say this when I don't like when shows try to throw too much edge, like try to just shove it into my face. I'm just like, do we really want all this edge on me when there's nothing, there's not enough to really back it, to really support or back it up, or anything like that? I mean, come on, man. I hate it when shows do that.
I mean,
not just anime, any show, any sort of show. Like,
I think
I hate it when
it's just like how you like execute it.
Yeah. I mean, there has to be something, a foundation for it. If you don't have a foundation, you don't have something to balance it out. It's just gonna look like you're just tossing it at me. I'm trying to accept it, and it's like, no, I'm not. I cannot get into that. I would hope this doesn't play out that way, but because one of you guys just mentioned it had a Mirai Nikki sort of vibes. I don't know, because I frankly didn't like Future Diary. I'm one of those people.
I haven't seen Future Diary.
Well, you'll see one of the most iconic yateres in the history of anime. I'm just gonna let you know that.
Oh, we shall see. We will wait till the next podcast to see our views on it.
Well, the next podcast will probably be like halfway through the season, so
yeah,
it's gonna be a while.
It's gonna be a while. I mean, let's see. Is there anything else I want to touch?
That's probably about it. I think.
Okay.
So that's everything.
Okay, so someone was okay. So I was in a stream. I think it was the Master Cells stream, and someone was saying, nothing else is good here except for this one. It's called Wave. Listen to me, and apparently,
the movie,
and frankly, it's a comedy drama romance. It's by Sunrise, and Sunrise is always known for their things with mecha series, most notably the Gundam series and Code Geass.
Yep.
And right now, it's basically our main character gets suckered into a radio talk show gig. I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest.
Yeah, I've read both the synopsis and the PV, and I still don't know what this show is supposed to be about.
I don't know what kind of identity is going to be able to establish. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a bad sort of setup. I just don't think it's one I'm going to really get engaged with, to be honest. Like, I'll still watch it just to see how it plays out, but I don't see myself really enjoying it as much as some people might. I mean, it's just kind of one of those things, like, it's just kind of those where I've seen other shows of a similar sort of setup, so it's just like, I'm not really sure.
I think that's easy to say if you don't know exactly what the show is going to be about.
Yeah, but the synopsis just kind of spoils you for what to expect. But yeah, I don't want to judge too much on it. It's just that I don't feel. It's just that based on the impressions, I don't feel like I'm gonna I'm just gonna get as much entertainment out of it as I would like to. Although the setup is pretty funny, to be honest, because I've read the whole thing, like how she how like this woman just basically gets into the gig because she just got duped into it while she was fucking drunk and all that. And and this is the thing, guys. Don't try to always go drunk when you could get suckered into something. I'm just saying.
Don't get drunk. That's the lesson to take away. Don't get drunk.
Like, if you're gonna get drunk, make sure just to you're sure, like, you're at somewhere you're not gonna stumble into trouble. I'm just saying.
Consume your alcohol responsibly.
Yeah.
Another thing I saw today that I forgot to mention that definitely needs to be mentioned is I think the director, or like, I don't know if it was the director or if it was like the president of the studio that handles Princess Principal, but they said that the first film in the out of the 6 parts has been completed.
Oh yes, it's about flipping time.
Yeah, so yes,
Wait,
I really enjoyed Princess Principal.
I think it airs, or I think it hits theaters like
in 9 days. 10 hours.
9 days.
It says in 9 days. So
if Crunchyroll, so maybe Crunchyroll somehow gets that and puts, because I know, didn't Crunchyroll have it like the series?
I know.
I don't think so.
In Australia, we've got one called Anime Lab, and I know they've got.
I thought Crunchyroll had it.
No, I don't think so. But yeah, it's really nice to have Princess Principal back. I did remember enjoying it back when I was watching it. I was not a reactor at the time, but I remember actually liking it for the just a strange reason how stuff goes around and it just kind of established its identity there. I just wished it's
Amazon. I think it's Amazon.
I just wish the ending was better. I just wish the ending could have been better, but I was okay with this point because it is going to be continuing and all.
Because they did, when they finished
these movies continue the season.
Yeah,
the first season.
It's pretty much starting off exactly where we left off, I think.
And Amazon put out the Psycho Pass first Spectre movie, like at the same time it came out in Japan. I'm pretty sure. So maybe they'll do something like that for Princess Principal. That'd be. Cool.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Because then, if that was the case, maybe we get it in like 2 weeks. That would be sweet.
Yeah. No, I am sad that and it's understandable what happened, but I am sad that the original actress that played oh crap, what's her name? I should know the cast. I should know them. I love the film.
Describe the character.
The original princess.
Angie?
Angie, yes.
Angie,
Angie, yes. The actress that played her had to step down from voice acting because she got sick. So they had to replace her in the sequel. So
I actually didn't know that.
So this is going to be the one replacing her, huh?
So,
well, she does voice Well, she does. Well, the new voice actor does voice Kaguya, and so I'm not too worried because I feel like she can, because based on her role in Kaguya, I think she can do a good job. I'm not so sure how well she'll hit the more emotionless side of Angie, but no, we'll see. I mean, I can see her really doing well with this role. I mean, it does suck that with what happened to the original voice actor though.
A quick heads over to some information. ReZero OVA 2 is coming out tomorrow.
OVA 2.
Ooh. The Frozen Bond one.
It's coming out tomorrow. Frozen Bond's coming out tomorrow.
I still gotta watch the
OVA 1.
I still need to see the first OVA.
All right, we're almost winding down. I know we talked about first Inspector, but
I think we hit pretty much all the big ones.
Except for 2 and these two right here. Heaven's Field Spring Song. I know it comes out a little later. Violet Evergarden, the movie. These two I am really looking forward to.
You can already find the Violet Evergarden movie in the depths of
that's not the movie.
No, that's
the
that's the OVA. That's an OVA.
That's an OVA. That's a separate one.
No, I'm talking about the movie. Yeah, I'm talking about the movie. You can find it in the dark side. That's all I'm gonna say.
The dark side.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to go to the dark side, you can find it.
The high seas.
As much as I hate to say this, we're not going to see Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel 3 for a very long time.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
October, November.
No, not even then. I think they've officially put it back to 2021. I'm pretty sure.
Can I just see how?
I thought they just put it back a month.
Can I just see how fucking beautiful this looks?
I think they originally did push it back a month, and then they've realized coronavirus is not going away anytime soon.
Can I just say how amazing looking this visual is, though, for Violet Evergarden?
It is.
It is.
Yeah, I know. It's so beautiful.
I just like how Gilbert is just standing there like Aaron in the ending of Attack on Titan season 3 part 2.
Still animating this?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they really. They really still.
Oh yeah, Evangelion coming out.
Yeah. What were you saying?
It'll probably get pushed back.
What were you saying about the spring song? The spring song it's gonna get pushed back. I know.
It's been delayed for a month. I'm pretty sure it'll be delayed even more because of the coronavirus in Japan.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Japan's now taking it seriously now, so you can say.
I'm surprised Anime Expo hasn't been canceled yet.
I think it will.
I think
it will be.
It probably will be canceled, but it's like I'm like, man, they're like E3 is at the same venue as Anime Expo, and E3
canceled.
Yeah, E3 is like a week or two after Anime Expo, so it's like you would think Anime Expo would be canceled.
Yeah. One last thing with Heaven's Feel 3. I don't know if you guys heard this, but apparently the voice actor, Joji, in a recent interview has said, I think this is going to be the last time I'm going to voice Koshimine. I think
for who?
For Heaven's Feel 3, Theory go to mind.
It is the last. It's the last film.
I don't think it would.
I think it wraps up.
He did such a good job.
Fate Stay Night.
Yeah, I know, but I think it means like overall, like this is the last time. Like we're not going to be adapting any more after this.
Well, at least.
Well, I mean,
there'll be no more Fate Stay Night or like Fate.
Yeah,
well, they did cover all 3 main routes, so I don't really see.
If they covered anything, then we probably wouldn't see.
It's a good way.
We probably won't see Kirei again.
It's a good way to send. It's a good way to send the series off. I mean, it's been one of the more iconic anime franchises.
No, saying that, there's that thing that they may have to adapt, but I'm not thinking.
I don't think it's gonna end the whole like unlimited playwork series. I think there's just gonna be more after it. But like I know, like probably like the Sakura route, they'll probably I know that's gonna end with the 3rd movie.
Yeah, this is because the Heaven's Feel route is the Sakura route. That's the thing. It's all about her.
Yeah.
Unlimited Blade Works was mostly Rin's. That was Rin's route. So yeah,
Saber. The Saber one was back in 2006.
They're not going to readapt that.
No way. They already did the damage on it. I'd rather just leave that alone. I don't. From what I've heard, and that's just me. Like was the Saber route ever that any good though? As in, if it was going to be adapted.
Okay, to be honest, I remember watching it. It is okay.
I mean,
although they say that the ending could be a bit better, but yeah.
I really disliked the Studio Dean version of Fate Stay.
Everyone hates the Dean ones. Everyone hates the Dean version.
Yeah, it just like. It's just there was just nothing really resonating with me when I was watching it at the time, and frankly, it was just like, I'm just lost. Like there's nothing much. I mean, the only good thing I can really get from it is that the fact that it was the start of Fate Stay in adaptations, but that's all the real credit it has at that point. I mean,
after this, the only thing that they can really adapt now is the video game singularities.
Yeah,
which I'm hoping that they finally do, because
they are kind of going underway with it.
Yeah, they are working on it. But the thing is, a lot of people are going, don't adapt like the London route. Don't adapt the
What's the one? It's called Fate Strange Fake. Fate Strange Fake. I think.
Fate Strange.
Yeah, I saw there was like a little promotional thing for it, and Hiroyuki Sawano did the music for it. I was like, just make this a series if you're gonna tease something like that. Like, please. Because if Hiroyuki Sawano is doing the music for it, it's a wrap.
If you guys want to see how like the original novel was meant to be like before he
isn't Fate Strange Fake like focused on like Enkidu and Gilgamesh a lot more?
Is it?
And like
something like that.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
it's only 12 minutes long, but if you want to see what Fate was originally going to be about, check out Fate Prototype if you haven't already.
I actually did, but it was a while back, so I don't frankly remember.
There's actually just so many like other Fate adaptations, like I can't even keep track of. Like we got, there's Fate Strange Fake, Fate Prototype, Fate Hollow Ataraxia. It's like, what's going on?
Next thing you know, they'll put them all in one original show.
So
like
Mouse
some
said,
Avengers shit.
So Mouse said the Saber route in the anime was more focused originally. They unnecessarily added stuff with Sakura in the Dean version. Wow, that kind of explains why it feels a little bit disjointed. Like the reason why I liked Sakura's route more is because like she was just lingering as just that character, just kind of on the side, and then you realize there could have been more to explore with her, because if you see for Fate Zero, she's been subject to a lot of shit.
Oh yeah,
to say the least.
That's just saying that lightly.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have a better term for it, to be honest. I don't.
No, I think that's pretty much good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing that just occurred to me that this is going to be probably going to be the last thing we're going to see from U-Table when it comes to Fate.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a nice ride though.
Yeah,
it was.
Well, is there anything else to really say? I know thing with the Violet Evergarden. No, the Violet
already. Yeah,
we're done.
Wait, we're not going to talk about the Violet Evergarden the movie, or
I can't say anything about that because I have not seen any of the Violet Evergarden stuff.
So
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be emotional again.
So is Violet Evergarden, is that like the last like KyoAni work before like the whole incident, or?
No, they're working on it.
There was the free movie too, I think.
Yeah.
They had to postpone it though, obviously.
Yeah.
I think I was told that there's going to be a sequel light novel.
Oh, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, yeah.
Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is working on
I was told.
I don't think that's ever going to happen. Sadly.
Yeah, some other studio has to pick it up at least.
Some other studio has to pick it up. They have to get in a new director because the original director is dead. And yeah, I don't think even the cast want to touch it. So yeah, I think we can safely say that Kobayashi Dragon's Maid is gone. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that is sad because it was a very good KyoAni series. Violet Evergarden the movie, and this is what I was told. Like, there is a sequel light novel to the main story that from what I heard, and they did a promotional trailer on it. And from what I was told, this is going to be the last we'll see of Violet Evergarden in terms of adaptation-wise, at least from KyoAni. And it's fun. I feel like, well, not fun. It was rather feelsy. Well,
isn't the movie like a side story though?
The movie is going to be, I think it's going to be just going to be wrapping up on Violet's entire story. What really, and I know we're kind of running out of time. The more, or unless we want to go with other things. The thing I will have a problem with, even though I know I'm gonna love the movie, is how Gilbert's coming back into Violet Evergarden's life, how it's gonna affect her, and like whether or not it's gonna be like we were following her all that time throughout the TV show because we were gonna see how she was gonna become more independent, become more understanding of emotions, become more understanding for other people's struggles, and knowing what those certain emotions, including love, is, and the fact that I just hope Gilbert's reappearance doesn't prove detrimental to how her character development was established. I do hope that if there is some way where she does want to end up with Gilbert, it's on her own accord and not something like just connecting because just some sort of lingering sort of attachment, just something she would do on her own, because in the end I would want her to have to make decision by her own will, not by something that was lingering in the past or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I hope there. But yeah, I mean, there is not, I will admit there's not much else to talk about. It's just the finalization of the story.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much else to talk about, although
there's the girls' baseball one with the girls with thick thighs.
Well, there's one, but it's I don't know how to talk about it.
But that's all you need to know about it, all right?
What else is there to say?
They're playing baseball and they have thick thighs, so there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Yuri Bait,
Yeah, Yuri Bait.
Yeah. They got thick thighs and the handleballs. I mean, like, what more could you ask for?
Handleballs or handlebars?
Did
you just missay that or what? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, there was a laugh there. Yeah. But I don't think there's much else to say from that.
I think we can wrap it up here.
I think we can wrap it up here.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I guess we can wrap it up here. We went on quite a bit, and it was a nice one.
It's been 4 hours.
Totally not.
I think this is our longest podcast.
This might be our longest podcast. We literally just tackled everything. 2 seasons.
Yeah, we tackled both seasons, and we went off. We went on tangents. We went off.
I'd say this is a successful stream. Now it is a stream, man. it is gonna take some time to post. And,
I see this as an absolute win.
Yeah. I will try to come up with a thumbnail for this later tomorrow, unless if I somehow sleep in. But
just remember to try and add all of us in, not just have your face.
Yeah, maybe like Photoshop me in front of like Kaguya's face or something.
I'll try to make a totally new thumbnail and see what I can do, but it depends on how woke or not woke I am tomorrow morning. I'll see what I can do.
Woke?
Yeah.
Woke?
Just like that.
We don't have push agendas here.
Yeah. All right. So, thank you guys. Thank you to you guys that came out. This has been another successful and rather long podcast episode with Weebs at the Round Table. Once again, this is Reactors, and this is Memory. This is Kwai. This is Oliver, Smiley, and this is Mad Lad. And guys, just take. I know everything been going on with the world right now, but we got anime to just kind of back up. So like, guys, take care. Take care. Stay safe. Watch anime. Have a good day, guys.
Anime. Maybe on the side, if you need to, maybe on the side, just watch a little bit of hentai. It's okay.
Yeah, that's suggested. That's a suggestion.
I never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
seriously. And if you ever need to speak to any of us, let us know. If you ever need to speak out and like you're having problems during this time, message us. Honestly, we don't mind. We really have to connect in these tough times.
Yes.
Like, even if not in person, at least somewhere, one way or another. Because I mean, this is serious stuff we're talking about. Like, we're trying to say this, and we cannot say it out loud because obviously, YouTube we cannot allow it to happen. But yeah, thank you guys for coming again.
Stay at home.
So we're gonna be signing off. See you next time. Take care.
Hashtag fuck Darwin's game.
Darwin's dumpster.
And this is how we end off. See you later, guys.
Yeah.